Today we will crush the loathsome resistance, and all remaining systems will bow to the First Order. And remember this as the last day of the Republic. Coincidentally, the last day of the loathsome, paltry Republican resistance is the first day of the last Jedi DLC season. This is a faction war where you have to choose a side. You either choose to fight for freedom with the resistance, or restore stability with the First Order. Oh, what a hard decision. What a difficult, I have no idea which one I'm gonna pick. Anyway, basically what systems are, or what seasons are within Star Wars Battlefront II are free DLC, free expansion packs, and also events. So, throughout the month of December, which is also known as Star Wars month now, I guess, until Episode 9, when Episode 9 inevitably releases in May or June or whatever. Anyway, basically, you're going to be fighting for your faction, completing as many events as you can, and whoever completes the most events within the winning faction will receive an epic loot crate with an epic star card for Phasma or Finn, and a booster crate which will basically give you a bunch of crafting parts. And throughout the event you're going to earn star card booster crates which basically give you a bunch of crafting parts. And that's by far the most valuable thing in this game. Thank God you can't buy like star cards and stuff with real money anymore, but crafting parts are more valuable than star card loot crates. By far, and they're the hardest thing to earn. So anyway, I'm gonna choose the First Order, obviously. And I'm gonna earn as many crafting parts as I can, because you don't get crap from these daily login crates. Yesterday they actually boosted what you get. Thank goodness for that. It's about damn time. Hail, it's about damn time that I got 15 crafting parts. It's 40 crafting parts to purchase one card. Anyway, let's hop in. So, I'm assuming absolutely everybody is going to be choosing the First Order. Who would choose the Resistance? Is there anybody watching this that would choose the Resistance over the First Order? Please, tell me, so I can ban you. No, you know what? I respect that. If you actually did choose the Resistance over the First Order, I respect the hell out of you. You know why? Because you fight a losing battle. I guarantee you there is no chance in hell that the Resistance is gonna beat the First Order. No way. I mean, for one thing, the First Order's got the armor, they've got Phasma, they've got, I was gonna say Hux. And the man has great speeches, but ain't nobody joining for Hux. They're joining for Phasma, they're joining for Snoke. A lot of people think Kylo Ren's a little bitch, but you know what? He's got a badass lightsaber, and Rey is just borrowing a lightsaber. So, yeah, we actually have a couple people in the chat room that did choose the Resistance. Jeez. May the Force be with you. You're gonna need it. Anyway. My condolences. I'm very, I'm feeling for you. You're gonna get your ass whooped. Event after event, week after week. You know what? Maybe you guys are gonna fight that much harder because you know you're gonna lose. We will crush the loathsome Resistance, even though they've fought us all the way to the last objective, and we're probably about to lose. Anyway, as I pass the dead bodies of my comrades, I'm gonna do the best I can to support the hell out of them.
I'm a Jedi, like my father.
Oh crap, they got Luke. They got Luke Skywalker! Anyway, I'm doing the absolute best I can, trying to support my team. Unfortunately, we're just in a really bad spot here. The loathsome Resistance has somehow found a treacherous way to undermine the security systems of Starkiller Base. But, I got a pretty cool pistol. I'm an officer. And you know what? I'm gonna support the hell out of my First Order troops. My boys in whites. We will show them the supremacy of white armor. White armor supremacy. No, that's not good. That's not good. That's already taken. We gotta find a new. We gotta find a new slogan. Anyway, we're just 9 days away. Actually, shit, we're not 9 days away. Today's Tuesday. We're 8 days away from the first free expansion pack in Star Wars Battlefront II. I'm hoping there's gonna be many. But the first one looks pretty good. This faction war... No! I just joined that match! Gah! Oh! The loathsome resistance! Did they have victory? I didn't even look. I was looking in the chat room. I think we lost. We'll find out in a second. I will. You guys are probably watching. Jesus, it's all resistance. Not a single First Order soldier. I'm getting a little nervous now. Just a little bit. I'm fine. I'm good. Jesus Christ. Don't look at this. Don't look at this. I did earn a single credit, which is, you know, I got that going for me. Actually, it's fantastic that I didn't earn anything because I didn't do anything. I joined at the end of the match. I got 2 kills. Didn't support the objective. This is actually the revamped credit system, by the way. It's not perfect, and you know what? They need to change a lot more. They need to revamp the entire system, but they could do that fairly easily, so I'm hoping they do. In any case, I am glad that they've finally done something to the credit system. You now earn more credits than you did before. The only thing I think they need to change from here on out would be change the weapons to partly you earn them with kills, but you also earn them through your ranks. And yeah. Great, we're playing as the Resistance now. Absolutely fantastic. This is exactly what I always wanted. Totally the faction I chose. Anyway. Yeah, what they would need to do to completely fix the system is just change the cost of crates. Instead of getting credits for duplicates, give us crafting parts, and give us something when we rank up. I don't know what. Crafting parts, how about that? Give us crafting parts when we rank up. A decent chunk of crafting parts. That'd be great. Because you know what? I actually really like the star card system as long as you can't buy it with real money, because you can make your own class. It's very flexible.
Let's go.
We will crush the loathsome resistance. Actually, wait, that's not right. We will crush the First Order with our poorly armed army. Yeah. No, that doesn't sound right either. Shit, I'll do my best, I guess. Anyway, what's up, guys? Welcome. I've actually got some stuff to talk about because they've basically doubled your credit output now. So, we've been waiting for an update on the woeful credit system, and they've finally given us something. It's not perfect, but it's a start. I actually didn't mean to spawn as assault. Is that guy just shooting boxes? This is the finest the Resistance has to offer. Box shooters. These aren't soldiers. I feel like it's a ragtag team of Robin Hood's rejects. Oh, this is not good. You know what? We gotta defend that bomb. I don't like fighting as the Resistance, but if I'm fighting as the Resistance, I'm gonna give it my all. To be fair though, we did just get our ass kicked by the Resistance, playing as the First Order, so maybe it's not all bad. Awesome. Let's take to the skies.
Let's go.
I'm not gonna spend too long up here because I may be Resistance, but I'm not a rat. I'm First Order at heart, which means I'm gonna be playing the objective. And if you want to be playing the objective, you're not going to be playing it in the sky. Not always. I notice a lot of people just sit up here the entire match. That's not me. I'm going to spend an appropriate amount of time. I'm going to get us some battle points. I'm a little selfish. But mainly, I'm just going to be, doing some strafing runs. Look at that. Triple kill. Triple kill! How weird would it be if a game like Star Wars Battlefront or Battlefield had the Halo announcer? Killionaire! Quintuple kill! The Force is with you! No, that's... oh god, that'd be terrible. Anyway, chat room, how you guys doing? You guys aren't quite out for winter break, are you? Well, Those of you in school, anyway. I know some of you have finals. Yeah. God bless your soul, and may the Force be with you. And may you have plenty of cans of Mountain Dew and Rockstar energy drinks. If you are okay with sacrificing your health for a bit more awareness. Which, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? May I suggest 5-hour energy over Red Bull? It's not good for you, but it's a lot more effective in my experience. Jar Jar's the best leader? Get out of here. You know what? Actually, Jar Jar, he's not a bad leader. Holy crap, you're actually right. He's insufferable. He's one of the worst characters in pop culture, period, but I mean, he did destroy the droid army in Naboo, or at least, well, okay, like a 4-year-old boy destroyed the droid army on Naboo, but he helped protect the city of Naboo. I don't know, I'm feeling uncomfortable talking about Jar Jar in a positive light. Let's change the subject. Actually, the lag on Xbox One, I don't know about the PS4 version, but as far as Xbox One goes, the lag has been much better for me in Battlefront II. The past couple days I've actually been having more lag in Call of Duty World War II than Star Wars Battlefront II, so take that as you will. However, the PC version of Battlefront doesn't seem as improved as the Xbox version in terms of rubber banding and lag. Oh yeah, I saw my first rubber banding yesterday. In terms of not lag, but the people that put rubber bands in their controllers to game the system, which doesn't really work anymore. Or at least it doesn't work as well as it used to. They're still working on completely fixing it, but anyway. I saw it for the first time. What a jackass. The chat room was ripping him into shreds. But I reported him. I don't know if anything's gonna come of it. But it's just, man, what kind of satisfaction you get out of that. As punishment, there should be some video game police that comes to his door and starts putting rubber bands around his forehead. Like those watermelon gifts. Just put rubber band after rubber band. Hopefully they'd record it for scientific purposes, of course. Alright, let's get some good strafing runs and then let's get back on the ground. You know what? Shit. Let's get back on the ground now. This is insane. I'm gonna do what I can to protect that bomb, but as soon as that bomb goes off, we gotta get boots on the ground, place the second detonator charge, otherwise we're gonna lose this game. And we cannot allow that to happen. Bomb is almost halfway, well, it's actually 3/4 of the way there, so we're getting close. Good damage. You know what, let's fire out a proton torpedo. Shit! I think they deactivated it. Damn, they did! We gotta get down. This is not working out. This is not playing the objective. Officer. I hope we had enough for a hero, but we don't. We had a 13-player kill streak, though. Wasn't too bad. Some of those were AI. I actually had a pretty nice match. This is a perfect example of why I think the credit system isn't completely fixed yet. I think they have some work to do, but I had a match yesterday where I was on Kashyyyk. I got 70 kills. 50 of them were people, like real human beings. And I got a score of, I think, 30,000 exactly. But the thing is, I only earned I earned almost 2,000 credits, right? However, I think about 1,200 of those credits were from ranking up, because the higher you go... Probably should have gone as Yoda. Yeah, I definitely should have gone as Yoda. Anyway, he's gonna die because he's out of bounds. Yeah, that's actually pretty sick. Oh, alright. We may underdog this, actually. We've got a bomb that's about to go off on the rightmost turbo laser, but the left turbo lasers, that's going to be the moment of truth. We have to get a bomb on their stat, otherwise we're not going to go into overtime. Come on, overtime! No! Oh, I was so close! I should have gotten out of A-Wing ASAP.
This is my fault. It's all the blame's on me. I didn't do what was needed for my team. This is not good practice for the faction war, I'll tell you that much. Jesus. Ugh. Like she's staring into my soul. Her eyes were glassy. Dead eyes. Like a doll's eyes. 480 battle points. I mean credits. You know, it wasn't a very long match, so 480 is not that bad. Usually you'd only get 480 after, like, a 25-minute match, or the maximum length of time. Which sucked. It was awful. Luke's faster, but I don't know if he's better than Rey. What's the... You know what? I've actually got a cheat sheet here. What's the map after Starkiller Base? After Starkiller Base, we're playing... It's about to tell me, so I don't even need to look. Okay, here we go. Galactic Assaults. After Starkiller Base, it's Yavin 4. Not what I wanted to play, so I'm just gonna back out real quick because the match hasn't even started yet. It'll take us the same amount of time to find a new game. I'm actually feeling like playing Takadana or Starkiller Base again. 8 days. No, it's not 8 days. It's... What is it? It's 9 days for... Because it comes out on the 14th, right? Yeah. It opens the night of the 14th. The Last Jedi does. So we're just 9 days away. I want to play some sequel trilogy. That's just me. And the 13th, that's when we get the Battle of Crate. It's actually pretty cool. We're going to be seeing the Battle of Crate in this game before we'll be seeing it on the big screen. I'm hoping it's going to be accurate to how it happens in the movies, at least somewhat accurate. I'm assuming it will be. I'm almost more interested to see the Starfighter assault map, because we're getting, the first time ever, we're getting a Starfighter assault map that's based around Dakar, and I'm believing it's going to be a Resistance installation. I don't even know if those look like... We haven't seen any of them in the movies yet. We've just seen a First Order Resurgence class Star Destroyer. Oh no. Death Star 2 comes after Jakku comes after Death Star 2. I don't want to go back to Jakku. I hate Jakku. It's full of sand. Rough, coarse, and irritating. Gets everywhere. I never liked going to the beach, actually. I may be a Skywalker. I've always hated sand. I used to live in Florida, and I was about, 5? It was actually a 5-minute walk from the beach. And I feel like an asshole because I didn't go to the beach nearly as much as I probably should have. I went fairly often. I didn't really go in the sand. I'd usually wear my tennis shoes and I would just watch the ocean. Listen to some music, watch the ocean. Once in a while I'd go in. Without the tennis shoes, of course. I would come appropriately dressed, but... yeah, I was just 5 minutes away from the beach. And I didn't swim in the water every single day like most people probably would have because I'm a little bitch when it comes to sand. I hate it. God damn, look at this place. It's like Darth Vader just had a temper tantrum. If someone with the power of Darth Vader had the temper of someone like Kylo Ren, this would be the result. Oh, I've never seen him before. Look at him. It's like Sad Keanu's making a cameo in Star Wars. Anyway, yeah, a Rebel blockader on his crashes down at Death Star 2. Bada boom, bada bing, we gotta escape the thing, basically. And I'm playing as an officer, so it's my job to support my team, and that's what I'm gonna focus on doing. I've actually just started playing as the officer, but already that's unfortunate. Already it's my favorite class. Which is kind of ironic because I wasn't expecting that at all. I went from playing an entirety of 2 minutes as the officer to playing exclusively as the officer. Which is good because the first challenge of the faction or release the first challenge of the faction wars, because both factions will have this challenge, is to get 50 kills with every class in Star Wars Battlefront 2. And that's gonna be a bitch for a lot of people, because some people don't like some of the classes. Luckily, I'm a fan of all the classes. In fact, I think Assault is now my least favorite. I prefer Heavy, I prefer Officer, I prefer Specialist. I don't know why. I was a huge fan of the Scattergun back in Star Wars Battlefront 2015, but I don't like it anymore. I don't like Vanguard as much as I used to. It kicks ass, but it's just not my cup of tea. Oh my goodness, look at this. That's incredible. Yeah, you know what? Thank God, but I usually don't have sand up there. I don't know what you're doing at the beach that gets sand in that particular place, man, but KK, that's probably illegal. Don't go to the beach when a lot of kids are around, please. Whatever you do. Kids today, they got so many problems, they don't need that. Don't do what Kevin Spacey does. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. Protect me! Witness me! Witness! Oh shit. No! Why was it taking so long? Good God!
At your side.
I feel like that's a little ridiculous. I think 4 seconds. That should be long enough to flip a switch. Hey man, listen, if you're awful at oh, yeah, actually never mind. I was gonna say, if you're awful at Specialist, I would recommend going with the A280 CFE, but if you're awful at Specialist, you probably don't have that unlocked. Because currently how the gun works, or the gun system works, is you got a decent amount of guns in the game, you can customize them as well. But how you get new guns is you've gotta get kills with the other ones first. And I don't think that's a good system. By the way, is the game loud enough? Hold on. Let me check something. I'm assuming the game's loud enough, but I want to know if my voice is loud enough. I'd actually like to speak at this volume if that's okay. So if you guys could let me know if this is loud enough. It'll take me 2 seconds to raise the volume or lower it. So don't be afraid. Be picky. That's what I want. I want you to be picky. I want you to be picky little bitches.
It's just a little too quiet, Massive. If you could just, turn that up a little bit, I would be appreciative.
That's the type of response I'm looking for, if that's true. Anyway, yeah, I don't think the gun system is very good. Because if you have to get kills with guns that you don't like to get to guns that you may like, why? That doesn't make any sense. It's completely nonsensical. I think that guns should be tied to your rank. Because at least then you can grind it out with classes that you do like in normal games until you get the guns you do like. Sounded a tiny bit loud, bring it down a little bit. Alright. Alright.
We're near some kind of weapons control station.
How's that? It's just a touch. You know, just like a tiny dash of salt. That's what I did with my voice. My God. That'd actually be my worst nightmare. After a couple-hour live stream, I throw a little bit of salt in my throat. What the hell is this? Oh, jeez. Who did that? Is there some sort of a switch around here I can press? Oh my God, there it is! Of course, it's right next to the walkway. Why wouldn't it be? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about! Oh my God. Wonderful. Anyway, I don't know. I haven't seen that before. I guess the chat room's right. I am blind. Oh! Oh shit, that's a death trooper! Grenade out! Come on, baby, come on! Who wants the Praetorian Guards as reinforcements? You know what? I would be so happy if they had the Praetorian Guards as reinforcements in the Last Jedi DLC that's coming out. And it was just a surprise and they didn't tell us about it. That's impossible. That can't be true, but man, would that be sweet. You know what? They gotta have... No, they don't. They're gonna have the normal... Yeah, never mind. Because I don't even know what the Praetorian Guards use, but I'm assuming it's melee. A little bit of melee, a little bit of blaster tech? I don't know. I remember the Crimson Guard had they had blasters, even though I believe that canonically they should be melee only. But apparently that was false, inaccurate. It's a damn shame. I don't know how they would balance it because they aren't lightsabers, but I think that we should have reinforcements with melee, like the how about the Magna bodyguards, General Grievous's bodyguards, the weird things that Obi-Wan Kenobi killed with ease on the Invisible Hand in Episode 3. Those things, the Crimson Guards for the original trilogy, and for the sequel trilogy, how about we get the Praetorian Guards? Praetorian Guards may not be that common, though, so I don't know. In a nice and tidy little kill streak. And Yoda Town, here we come. I love this little green bastard. No, yeah. I'm too casual with him. Too casual. I love this green Master of Jedi lightsabery. There we go. You gotta have a little respect. He's very sensitive. Maybe because of his height. Oh, this is gonna be so sweet. Yeah! You can't hide from me! You really can't. I can hide from them. I'm small. They can't hide from me. I'm like that crazy squirrel from the Even Stevens movie. You know? He sensed that they had a nut around. Oh, shit. Oh, bad call. Bad call. Bad call. You know, I'm gonna hide right here. Yet another bad call. One of many. Shit! I'm way too loose with these heroes. I spend like 8,000 points in these guys. And then thank God for that. Oh, man. Anyway, I spend like 8,000 points in these guys, and then I just throw them away like they're nothing. It's crazy.
Now, at least that planet killer weapon dies with us. Blast those troopers, and we head for our new ship.
Let's go for a little sneak attack.
There's a shuttle force nearby.
Beautiful.
You'll have to activate the
Nice, they don't even see us.
bring the hand controls online. But we have a chance. It's all we've ever needed.
I guess they're a little too distracted with our enemies.
Skywalker, standing by.
Yoda's awesome. I mean, you gotta use him to his strengths, but he's not underpowered at all. I can't believe some people think he's underpowered. He's got a small, tiny little hitbox. He's a tiny little Jedi guy. He's really fast with a lightsaber. And he's even got a little force ability. It's great. His healing ability, it could have been replaced with something a little better, but it's fine. You know what? It comes in handy. Like right now. What the? Oh, damn! No! 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 Darth Vader could choke me. That would be the death of me. It really would be. Darth Vader's absolutely fantastic with killing heroes, as long as it's a good Vader, you know, if they know how to play him. Oh my god. I'm not gonna be able to do this, it's too slow. It's too slow. I can't believe they haven't found me yet. What are they, blind? Where the hell's the rebellion? You know, Vader's supposed to be force sensitive. He should be able to sense that a Jedi is about to ream their shit. Well, great. Looks like that's mission complete. Oh my god.
I can handle myself.
I feel like I'm under the influence of one of the Rey's Jedi mind tricks, but it's just lag. What? That was the worst lag I've ever seen. And now it's gone. Like a fart in the wind. Weird. Now this is a foe Yoda's size.
Yoda v. Gonk Droid. Dawn of Justice. Why did you say that name? Why did you say that name?
I wish I could cut him apart. What is this, some droid violence community? PETA, but for NASA employees? Oh shit, Vader. No, Sidious. I've waited a long time for this moment.
my little green friend.
Look at him. Look at him run like a little bitch. What are you doing, Sidious? Get back here. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Damn, he can jump. Rey's going after him too. Ah, shit. I'm not going that far. What a slimy, slippery snake. Oh, Rey's gonna die. Yep.
Shuttle is ready for launch. Heading over with a squad to join up. We
She
took
flew
losses,
too
but
far to the sun.
those who live, live because of you.
How do we do? Oh my god. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting like third or second. Hey, 550 credits. Appreciative of the boosting credits. That's nice. I think that they could leave the credits here, but adjust the price of the loot crates, because the loot crates or the star crates, whatever, the crates, they don't really give you good drops. You gotta buy a lot of them to get anything good, and even then, they don't really give you a lot of crafting parts. If duplicates gave you crafting parts instead of credits, a fair amount of crafting parts, it'd be a good system. It'd be a really good system. I have my reservations about the changes from 2015 to 2017 Battlefront in terms of star cards, but it's a good system. They just need to tweak it. Tweak it just a little bit. Jakku. You know what? This is not my favorite map. Because it's really, really hard. But I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it everything. Let's focus. Now the heroes and the maps come out the 13th, but the faction war begins today. You gotta choose your faction, and you gotta complete all the challenges of all the weeks if you want your faction to win. In fact, I'll go into that in just a minute.
At your side.
The Jakku scavengers have recovered
The treachery of the loathsome resistance ends today. The First Order will crush this paltry rebellion with all the power at our disposal. Unfortunately, we had to go back to Jakku to do it. What? Why does everyone want to go back to Jakku? This is my least favorite map. You know how difficult it is for the First Order on this map? Jesus Christ. Good God. Look at these civilians. Get lost, scavengers! You have no place among our galaxy. We are building a civilization of stability. A galaxy of order. A galaxy with no place for thieves and traitors. I wish they should allow the Empire and the First Order to shoot civilians in the back. We should be able to kill them for 1 battle point each. You trade your morality for a single battle point each. That would be wonderful. They need to add that to the game. I'm serious. Anyway, welcome to the first faction war of Star Wars Battlefront II. Basically, throughout each week of the month of the Last Jedi season, you've got to be competing as either the Resistance or the First Order in a set of challenges. The first challenge is an example of what the challenge will be like. You've got to complete 50 kills with each class, which is kind of tricky because some people don't like some of the classes. Me, I don't like Assault. I thought I didn't like Officer. I've changed my mind. I played like 2 minutes of Officer total until yesterday or the day before that, and then I banked like an hour, 2, 3, 4 hours, something crazy. The first time I seriously gave Officer a chance, and now it's my favorite class. So yeah, anyway, you've got to complete 50 kills as each if you want your faction to win. And you've got to do this every week. Luckily, it does stack from week to week, so you'll have less time with certain challenges, but others you'll have more time. Regardless, if you want your faction to win, you'll need to complete these challenges
And not just you, but everyone in your faction will have to work together to do that. Otherwise, you'll lose and you won't get the proper reward. Now, obviously, if you want to win, you'd best choose the First Order, because the loathsome resistance, they're rats. They're everywhere. They may be true. Oh my God! They may be wily. Like that sneaky son of a bitch, but mark my words, they will lose. The First Order will emerge victorious, as they always do, thanks to the supreme, everlasting wisdom and illustrious guidance of Supreme Leader Snoke. Anyway, whoever wins at the end of this Last Jedi season will get a pretty nice prize. And the loser will get a paltry pity prize with some feeble rewards. They'll get something, but it'll be out of pity. So it'll taste foul and be humiliating nevertheless. Anyway, we only have, 69. Now 68. A less joyful number. Anyway, I gotta back my team up because we don't have a lot of lives, all considered. And this is a difficult map. So, we gotta step up our game now. We actually have a decent amount of battle points. We're halfway to a single hero, which I'm hoping is gonna be Kylo Ren. I don't know. We'll find out if he's taken or not. But we're almost to a hero, and we're gonna need that hero. So, currently my plan is I'm gonna push up with my First Order troops. I'm gonna provide them support, fire support, and health. We're gonna work our way to 3,000 additional points and some change. And then we'll have enough for Kylo Ren, or another hero if he's already taken, once we reach the choke point. Because the choke point is the moment of truth. That's the hardest point to break the Resistance's walls. Everybody knows this if they've played Jakku at least once. The choke point is a doozy. Oh, nice. Good little strategy. We actually snuck up behind him for some tidy little kills. Ha! Uh-oh. Beautiful. Alright, looks like it's time to move up. Let's go! Ah! What'd I tell you about the Resistance? They're all around you. The only way to treat them like, crap! You gotta shoot them in the back. That's the only way to deal with people like this. Fight fire with fire.
We're holding the outer perimeter.
Damn, he had like
Regroup
one
and
health
move
point
deeper
left.
into the wreckage.
Oh man, someone already got Kylo Ren. Normally I wouldn't say this, but I hope he dies.
They have the droid we're after.
When we reach 6,000 battle points.
Disperse their forces in the hold. After that, we'll chase them down and annihilate them.
I'll tell you what we need. In these seasons, we need mini-games. So, I don't know if you've ever played Destiny, but Destiny has... I don't see any lag on the ground, but we definitely have lag up in the sky. Anyway, Destiny has some mini-games every once in a while as part of their events, like Sparrow Racing. It's not always there, but it's fun to play once in a while. We need events in Star Wars Battlefront 2, because Star Wars is perfectly built for events. Think about it. For The Last Jedi, we could have an event where we're playing through a scene from The Force Awakens. And it's a co-op thing, so you're fighting against AI, or maybe against people, but probably co-op. You can play with friends or a stranger, where you are piloting the Falcon, and your friend or the stranger is piloting one of the TIEs, and then the person you're co-oping with is manning the gunnery station of the Falcon. And you've got to navigate your way through the derelict wreckage and the derelict ships of Jakku, like the Imperial Star Destroyer, kind of like in the movie. And you've got the one TIE that's trying to take you down, and it's a human, so he's a real threat. And then he's got his support buddies, which are AI TIEs. Maybe 10, 15 of them, and it's kind of like Star Fox 64, where it's a straight shot. It's a linear path, but you do have full control over the Falcon, and obviously the gunnery position has full control over that. But you have to work together, because the gunnery position has limited rotation and limited angles at which it can aim at the Falcons pursuing it, because the Falcons will be chasing I mean, the times we'll be chasing the Falcon. So the Falcon obviously can't use its regular main guns that it does in multiplayer. And it's endless, you know, you could do pod racing, you could do races with whatever those speeder bikes are we're going to be seeing in The Last Jedi. Be pretty cool. You could even have one on Hoth. Like, I don't know, Wampas. It's a Wampa escape and you gotta kill a bunch of Wampa controlled by players. And it's almost like Evolve. They're taking down Imperial troopers. Maybe Luke Skywalker every once in a while. Heck, you could even do that with the Rancor in Return of the Jedi if they ever had Jabba's palace. I can't hit these guys from here. Oh crap, grenade. Can you please play as the specialist? Nope. Nope.
The blood of Vader flows through.
I can handle myself.
I felt a disturbance in the Force. It's almost as if Rey is on the battlefield. A girl on Jakku?
I love how, oh my goodness! I love how tantrumy Kylo Ren got when he learned that there was a girl with the droid on Jakku. I tell you, Rey and Kylo Ren, they've got to be brother and sister. They've got to be. Oh man.
Now I've got you.
Excellent! Now that she's out of the way, we got to use Kylo Ren to get past the Resistance's formations.
Chase the enemy down.
They've actually, crap. They've actually got a nifty little barrage set up here. Shit!
Capture the two main exits
Oh
so the
god.
resistance cannot leave.
Oh god, we wasted him. 6,000 battle points down the drain.
It's so hard to push past this one area.
It's impossible. Not impossible. Nearly impossible. But it's not impossible. I may need to go as the specialist, actually. If we want to take these resistance troopers down, we'll have to use some range. Actually, my blaster pistol's almost a sniper rifle. It's got little to no recoil. To be fair, I do have it outfitted with modifications that make it even more accurate than it usually would be, but still. It's pretty damn good. In fact, I just took down a sniper rifle. Well, specialist. They're not called what their weapons are. I'm not called a pistolier. I'm an officer. And I should be healing up my teammates.
Immediate freeze, triumph. Stationing forces at the east end.
You know what? We may be able to get another hero before this match is over. Oh crap. Rey, Rey, Rey! No! 5.2 thousand battle points. Almost to another hero. That's the third Kylo Ren of this match. They're dropping like flies. Maybe it's the fourth. I don't even know.
Secure the east exit now.
Do you think that Snoke gives secret orders out to all the First Order Stormtroopers like,
Protect Kylo Ren. Do not tell him that I've told you to protect him. He has a fragile ego, but please make sure he doesn't die. He's a little angsty, he gets a little too hot-headed, and he can't always protect himself. Sometimes he freezes the enemy soldiers instead of killing them. I don't know why he does this. I've tried to train him not to, but he's a very stubborn boy. He didn't listen to his father Han Solo, and he doesn't listen to me.
I think he just died, so Kylo Ren should be opening up any second. Maybe not. I feel bad camping the spawn screen for him, so I'm just gonna spawn. We're at 6,000 battle points though, so we could totally spawn it. Oh, there he is! No! I'm gonna be a jackass, and I'm gonna waste one of our tickets. Oh! Bad move. I just committed suicide for absolutely no reason. I was gonna try to make up for it by playing a good Kylo match, but that's not gonna happen. Now I gotta make up for it as a measly officer. Look at this. We got a team of redheads. We got a team of redheaded officers going on point. It's kind of funny. You think that I have a little bit of variation. I mean, it makes sense with the clone officers, but we're not clones. I mean, we are, but we shouldn't be. Maybe we just all really like red hair. I don't know, maybe some high-ranking Resistance official, I mean First Order official has red hair and a bun, and we all go to the same hairstylist or whatever. No, it doesn't make sense.
Back together.
It should be randomized. They're probably going to add customization of characters. In fact, I don't know if you saw my video on the leaks that released on all of the different clone customizations in the game and some other customizations, but my point is, we've got tons of different clone divisions in the game right now, but they're hidden within the files, so we can't actually use them, not yet. We also have different faces for the First Order, we have different faces for the Rebellion, some alien races, all that stuff. So, mark my words, at some point, we are going to get the option to customize our characters, and that's probably going to replace the former Star Card monetization system. If I had to guess, they're going to turn this game into an Overwatch model, where you can, if you want to, pay with the real money to get randomized crates of cosmetics, like clone divisions, or First Order faces, or hero skins. Which, if we get a lot of quality free DLC, then sure, why not? Damn! 10 out of 10 somersault, that's fantastic.
To triumph.
Should I still wait to buy Battlefront 2? Well, you know what? It's actually... it's shaping up. It's starting to shape up. You can wait if you want to. If you want, you could wait to see what the... oh, God. We always lose here. No matter how many times I reset the day, we always die here and we go no further. 10 points to Gryffindor for whoever gets that reference. It's a damn good movie, so I'm hoping a lot of you guys get that reference. Ugh, I didn't even see him. Oh, that was the guy that killed me. I thought it was the heavy. I didn't see either of them. They're creepy. The Resistance is very, very nasty, disturbing people. Anyway, meet my apprentice, Darth Maul. He is far younger and more powerful. Who is Palpatine talking about when he said Anakin was far younger and more powerful? Was he talking about he's like far younger than Darth Maul? Because Darth Maul looked pretty young. Or was he talking about Count Dooku? Did he have two apprentices, Count Dooku and Darth Maul? I should know this. I really should, but to be fair, it is kind of confusing. Oh boy. What? What? Darth Maul was taken down by a Wookiee? Luckily, we have 12,000 points. Actually, no, I think we got a refund for Darth Maul. Anyway, we can afford Kylo Ren. Oh no, overtime, 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 overtime! Damn it! Damn it! That sucks.
The Resistance has escaped. The Imperial droid is gone.
Edge of Tomorrow,
Now its
yes!
secrets
Thank
belong
you.
to the enemy.
I love how many of you guys got that. It was a fun movie. I want to see more unique Hollywood films that take chances, that are just one-offs, and not franchises. Ironically, we're getting a sequel to Edge of Tomorrow, and I'm okay with that, but it still stands. I enjoy seeing movies that are just not part of a cinematic universe. They're clever, they're fun. And that's what Edge of Tomorrow was. It was good. Can I get some sort of a reimbursement for all the matches I've played where I got like no credits even though I did really well? Can we start one of those those lawyer chains where we like sue Electronic Arts for credits, in-game credits. Like we all sign a petition. I played a lot of matches of Star Wars Battlefront 2 where I did very well. I supported my team. I played the objective. And then we, like they give out 500,000 credits, but it's split between like 1 million of us. So we just get a couple credits each. That would be fun. Oh, now we're playing as the Resistance. What's after Jakku? Let me check what's after Jakku. After Jakku, we get Endor. Ah! I don't want to play that. Alright. I'm gonna try a specialist.
With you. So here's the situation.
Well, it's not our faction, but, you know, we had 2 matches as the First Order, so now we've, for some reason, we've defected to the Rebellion. I don't know. Maybe we were attacking our homeworld or something, but we're fighting as the Rebellion now. And the Resistance, whatever. You know. So, yeah. Hey, it's the vulture things from The Force Awakens. Did I shoot him? Damn. I knew this weapon was crap. You know, back in the day, I used to bullseye womp rats off my T-47 Landspeeder. Back in the day when Wookiee cookies cost a nickel and Wampa juice was... Wampa juice. I don't even want to know how you get Wampa juice out of a Wampa. Never mind. Oh, God. You know, if Luke didn't cut himself down, he probably would have found out. Anyway, we're still on Jakku. Now we're fighting as the Resistance. And I'm actually fighting as a specialist. Some of you guys requested that. I'm a terrible sniper. I like the A280 CFE, but I'm using a full-on bolt-action sniper rifle, practically. This is Sniper Haven. I don't even know the best parts to snipe at. I'm usually one of the grunts that gets sniped, not the other way around. Well, I see no... Oh, wait, there we go. Damn. Ah! Can I switch now? I got 100 points. Alright, you know, I'm gonna stick with it a little longer. I'll go with the A280 CFE.
Ready.
You know what? Fun fact. Luke said, oh, I was gonna go into town and get some power converters. You can hang out with your friends later, Luke. Originally, Luke was gonna go into town. He was gonna... who is Luke's cousin person? Is it Biggs? I think it's Biggs. Biggs Darklighter. A man of action, that Biggs Darklighter was. Anyway, Luke really looked up to him. So, Luke was originally going to go into town in the movie. We actually have footage of that. If you look on YouTube, you'll find footage of Luke Skywalker going to Tatooine, going to town in Tatooine, and he meets up with Biggs and he talks to some woman. I think it's Biggs' girlfriend. It's a whole deleted scene. It's something you guys probably haven't seen before, but it's really cool to see. Originally, A New Hope was going to be a very different movie than the one we have. Not only that, but Han Solo was going to talk to Jabba. Obviously, now we see Jabba in Episode 6, but he was going to be in Episode 4, and he was going to be human instead of a space slug. So thank God that they changed it. Star Wars, the success of it anyway, is thanks to a compilation of last-minute changes. Look at him. This ain't Call of Duty, you sack of... You know what? This sack of Ewok dung, he's betraying the First Order. He's acting like he's a Resistance soldier. If I didn't know any better, I thought it was a Resistance soldier cosplay. Anyway, he just corner-sniped me like a bitch. Let's see if we can get back at him. Oh! Oh!
Supply hole.
Doesn't feel good at all.
We got evac en route to get us out with our droid buddy, but it's gonna be a while. We should be
Great.
able to mount a defense at the
Alright, this
supply
is a good
hole.
checkpoint, so we
That'll
should be
buy
able to
us
keep the First Order at bay for a long time. I never did get the snipe, though. I don't know how I'm gonna get 50 kills with the Specialist. Since they've nerfed the A280 CFE, it's not the same. I guess that's the point of nerfing. But I really wish they kept it the same. It was a great gun. Didn't really feel like it was overpowered either. Now the last gun you get as the Specialist is like a one-hit kill with headshots. It's really powerful. But the way the A280 CFE is, it's been neutered. It's got no balls left. Look at this. Look at this. Look how many shots it takes to kill someone now. It's practically useless. No, I wasn't ragging on Call of Duty. I just know a lot of people love to corner camp at Call of Duty. Oh, maybe you guys are talking to each other in the comments. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let's... If you want to see something different, let's go with Assaults, not Specialist. The entire Resistance team should be Specialists. Sniping in corners. Oh wow, they're actually moving forward pretty quick. Damn, we're losing. Oh, well, no. No. Well, yes. Yes, we are. Okay, corners are clear. Damn. Alright, we're gonna need to make our stand up here. It's time to go as the officer. Maybe I can finally make use of the turrets. It's ironic. The officer has a turret, and I never use it. I find it useless. Some people find it really useful. I don't. I've barely gotten a kill with this thing. I get plenty of kills with the gun. The gun's great. But the blaster turret, you can either use it as a bomb, or you can use it as a, well, a turret. But I haven't really found success with either. I'm completely lost. I never play on Jakku.
Let's do this.
Where the hell am I? I'm actually legitimately lost. Shit. Not good. I really have no idea where I... Oh, you know what? I know where we are. That's the sniper's corner. Where we just died.
At your side.
I like the officer because of the gun, and because it's really useful to be able to support your team. Your immediate, close teammates that are... If you're in a firing line, you need the officer. You really do. It's called the officer, but basically it's the combat medic. It can do more than that because it's got a turret, which I guess is why it's called the officer, because they can command stuff, but... Yeah, look at this gun. This gun is better than the A280 CFE. It's called the Blarg, which makes it sound awful, but it's great. And you know what? I don't even have the burst mod yet. The burst mod makes this thing invincible. But the officer needs a good gun, otherwise no one would play as the officer. Still don't recognize where we are. Oh, okay, we got... I see, we got the east exit and the west exit. That's right. If I ever play on Jakku, it's almost always the First Order. Damn it! Damn it! I never happen to play as the Resistance. Alright, where are my boys?
Into battle.
Oh, crap. Turret? Turret? Where can I place this damn thing? It's too much of a slope. Ah! Turret! Finally! Useless. Is it dead already? Did someone just blew it up? Oh my god. To be fair, it's not the turret's fault that I placed it in a terrible exposed location, but it's still really weak.
First Order
Alright, I could go for the Wookiee, but I'm gonna save up for the heroes, maybe Rey. I'd like to play as Yoda, but we'll need 2,000 more points for that. What is the S5? Is that the specialist last weapon? If so, I would love to get the S5, but I'd have to play as the specialist a lot to get it. And I just don't like the weapons that I have as the specialist right now. There we go. Funny thing is, I actually have this turret upgraded. It's not upgraded as far as damage or accuracy, but it's upgraded as far as how often I can place it. So I should place it all the time. I don't, because I don't really find it useful. Just 1,000 more points, then we got a hero. It's actually a really good system. I love the hero system. I like the battle point system. The battle point system is great.
Remember the general's words.
A lot of people would rather have the vehicles be on the map, and you know what? I think that would look really cool. But you couldn't have the battle point system if you had vehicles spawning on a map like that. And
Let's do this.
I don't know how you could combine the two. I guess you could have the vehicles locked, or you could spawn the vehicles and you'd have to climb inside of them. I don't know. To be fair, a lot of the vehicles aren't really sitting on the battlefield anyway. The Starfighters, at least. You could have the ATSTs sitting around somewhere, off in a corner, I guess. But you know what, I think people aren't really complaining about that anymore. I think people don't really mind it now that the game's out and they're seeing what the maps are structured like. What is that? You see that smoky trail? It was like instead of tracers on a blaster bolt, the blaster bolt was smoking a cigarette. She's got it. What is that? It must be some sort of a modification for her gun. I'm guessing it's not ion shot. It doesn't look like it. Damn, the First Order's done it.
There's still one way out.
Alright, who do we have? Rey and Luke. Wait, why do we have Luke? Why is Luke 6,000 points, but Lando's 8,000 points? Han's... Okay, so I guess because Han and Luke were in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, technically, they're 6,000. So is Leia. So is Chewie. Weird. I mean, that's not old Luke, that's not old Han. Whatever, I guess we'll go with Rey.
I can handle myself.
Make ready all troops.
I've said it a million times now, but man, Rey's Last Jedi outfit it's really cool. But it's also got plot significance. The reason why she has this outfit is because it's not just because she's in Jedi training, but it's a really different outfit. It's a lot more mature than her almost childish Jakku outfit. Rey's finding her place in the world, or the galaxy. And that's actually the major theme of Star Wars Episode 8 in a in a couple of interviews. The director, Rian Johnson, has stated that The Last Jedi is about adolescence. Really. It's about adolescence and losing it, losing innocence, finding your place in the world. But the key of how that's interesting is exactly what Rey finds is her place in the world. Same for Kylo Ren. It looks like Kylo Ren is actually quite possibly going to be finding redemption. I don't know how the hell you can find redemption after killing your father, but guess we're going to find out. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. He's so fast. What? Oh, shit. This is not our match. How we do? We're 4th place.
One transport
That
destroyed.
doesn't.
Only hope left is the
That doesn't look good for our team. The reason I don't have all the heroes unlocked is because I've been spending my points on cards. I will unlock them, but I've unlocked Darth Maul. I will probably unlock Leia next because she's actually really good. She's a great hero. I unlocked Luke because you gotta unlock Luke and Vader. It's like a rule.
They planted a bomb.
They're 2 of the coolest heroes. Oh jeez. He just Rogue One'd us. Nice hallway kill. Did he just fall to his death? I don't blame him. How you gonna top that? You got a Rogue One hallway kill and resistance troops. You may as well kill yourself. It's as cool as it gets.
Must be someone special.
But yeah, Chewbacca doesn't really interest me as a hero. It sounds weird, but I've just never really been a big fan of Jesus. Just never really been a big fan of Chewbacca. And
Starboard bomb is already.
yeah, I guess that's all I have to unlock. Leia and Chewbacca on the Rebellion's team, but I'm gonna lock Leia. Chewbacca is gonna remain locked for probably a very long time because I'd rather have cards. He's not a bad hero per se, but yeah, I'm gonna have my hands full with Finn and Phasma soon enough.
Sometimes I amaze even myself.
Both transports destroyed. They're coming for the droid. We did all we could. Run!
I'm sorry, but that voice actress is not good. Not good. She has a couple lines that sound fine, but man, her intro and outro lines for Jakku are just baffling. It's really weird. It's so out of place. It's terrible. It's strange. This game has some absolutely fantastic voice acting, and then sometimes it has some really, really bad voice acting. And that's bad. That's House of the Dead bad. But with House of the Dead, it's endearing. And with Star Wars, it's awkward. How many points is Leia? 10,000? Could unlock her right now, actually. Leia Organa, 10,000 battle points, yeah. Yeah, so is Palpatine. Okay. Jin's only 5. You know what? I think I'm gonna lock Leia. Alright, so I've got 2 locked on either side. 2 Rebellion and 2 Imperial. I think I'm gonna unlock Leia or Sidious. You know what? God, it's a hard decision. I think I'm gonna lock Darth Sidious. I mean, technically, she's probably a better hero. Actually, I think she is, but he's just so fun. Do it. God, I feel it again. The call to the dark side. I'm doing it. I don't know why. Wait, how many cards do I have? He's apparently not very good. I've got no cards for him. I think I've got a card or 2 for Leia, yeah. I do, actually. I should probably go with Leia. Oh. Alright, Leia or Sheev? Do it. Do it. Chat room, Leia or Sheev, which one? I'm gonna apply some star cards while you guys decide. Actually, wait, I think I unlocked, did I? No, I didn't. I just needed 50 more kills, so how close am I? It'll be in multiplayer, I think. Or would it be... No, troopers. Okay. Blurb, there it is. Oh, I'm so close. I'm so close. Alright. I think it's Sheev. Looks like it's Sheev. Well, no, you know, I've seen a lot of Leias, too. Alright, shit. It's kind of split down the middle. 1 spot, 2 spot, Tedium Tear. 3 spot, 4 spot, Harem Scare. 5 spot, 6 spot, 7 spot, 8 spot. 9 spot, 10 spot is it. So it's Leia. Okay. Ah! Ah! Leia's super badass, though. So, it was a good choice. Sheev's gonna be my next. Sheev's gonna be my only other unlock. I'm not gonna unlock, whatever her name is. And I'm not gonna unlock Chewbacca, so. Alright, which one? Decreased, increased. Decreased, increased. This one. Alright, back to the game! And don't worry, all you Sheevers out there. If you're disappointed by my unlocking of Leia, look at it this way. Leia's in-game model is very... It's... Leia's in-game model, it's well built. So, yeah, just... It's a good-looking model, okay? It's a good-looking in-game model. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Yeah, I'll be right back. Don't start the game without me. Game started. Where's my controller? There it is. Officer. Definitely. We're so close to the next weapon. So close. What? U-wing gunship? I've never, ever seen anyone playing as the U-wing gunship. We're at the end of the match. That explains it. That's the reason I've never seen it, because I'm never this far back. I've always won the game. By the time we get to the third stage, if I'm playing as the Rebellion. Ooh, 2,000 points down the drain. That's gotta hurt. That sounded sarcastic, but I actually feel his pain. I really do. What the? What are you doing, man? Cowards pretending to pump. I don't know what he's pumping. But he ain't pumping shit. I know what he's doing. That's the same thing as rubber banding, you son of a bitch. Go fight, you coward. We're probably about to lose this thing. The Empire has got 92 lives. 92 lives. You know what that means? That means this is going to take forever. It also means that they really haven't lost yet. Not at all. They've pretty much cut through us like a hot knife through butter. I don't think that they've had any resistance. To be fair, we are the Rebellion, we're not the Resistance, but still. What I would be doing to play as the First Order right now. Oh. See, they got a backbone. Let's go to the East Gate Control. East Gate Control's about to fall.
Han Solo, I'm captain of the Millennium Falcon.
Nice. 2 AT-RTs, that's gonna help out.
New ally on the ground!
No! Damn. I almost took him out, though. He's got a ridiculously low amount of health. I think the resistance, or reinforcements should be buffed just a little bit. Just a little bit. Sometimes they feel a little underpowered. Especially the Death Trooper. Death Troopers are supposed to be specialists, you know? Almost reconnaissance. Spec ops. That's what they are. They're spec ops. I don't know why they gave them a heavy blaster. They should have a sniper rifle or a DMR. But they shouldn't have a heavy blaster. That doesn't make any sense. Look at this. It's got little chicken legs. This is I mean, it looks cool enough when a clone's riding on top, but this is a pretty stupid-looking vehicle for the Rebellion. And you know what? The Resistance doesn't have anything better. What's the Resistance got? The Resistance doesn't even have this. The Resistance has nothing. Who would choose the Resistance over the First Order? Losers, that's who. I don't mean to be insulting, I'm not gonna let you guys down easy, okay? I'm gonna warn you. If you choose the Resistance, you will fail, you will die. You will not get any prizes, except the pity prize. That is the reward for choosing the traitorous dogs of the loathsome Resistance. You'll get a pity prize, and that's it. That's it. I guarantee you, the First Order will win this war. And the next, and all wars. Hell, you know what? There might be a twist at the end of Episode 9. Maybe the Resistance doesn't win. They'll never do that. This is Disney, come on. They don't have the balls. But wouldn't that be something like, oh shit, Rey just died. She's dead, she just died on screen. She's gone. And Snoke, he's been crowned King of the Galaxy. Roll credits, time to go into another edge of the Star Wars universe. We're never gonna see this one again. Movie's over. Pack up your popcorn and go home. Now instead of seeing toys of Rey, you're gonna see toys of Snoke. Snoke Thanos would be pretty sweet, pretty badass. We should be seeing Snoke Thanos in Episode 8, The Last Jedi, because I'm assuming if the classic arc is to be followed, which I'm gonna guess they're following it, then this is gonna be a high point for the First Order and a low point for the Resistance. The Force Awakens was kind of a low point for the First Order because they lost Starkiller Base, and the Resistance just destroyed it. Kylo Ren got beat up. But it looks like the Resistance is going to lose the Battle of Dakar. Their base is going to be destroyed. And they're probably going to lose the Battle of Crate. It's going to be like Hoth, where they got to evacuate because the First Order's winning the battle. That's what it looks like in the trailer anyway. They must subvert that. They must. Otherwise, people are going to be so mad because it'll be just like Empire Strikes Back. Which is arguably the best Star Wars film, but hey, we don't need to see it twice. Okay, that's a fucking lie. As a Star Wars fan, I can't count how many times I've seen it. When I was a kid, sometimes when I was growing up, I would just put it on. I wouldn't necessarily finish it, but I would just put it on while I was eating breakfast. And I would watch some of it, at least. For a while, I had all the lines memorized. Instead of counting sheep, Star Wars fans just see how accurately they can replay the movies in real time in their heads, based on their memories. No lie, I actually did that. Oh my god! Oh dear god! When I was a kid, that's how I would fall asleep if I couldn't get to sleep. I would just replay movies in my head as accurately as I could, and one of those movies was Star Wars. And Empire. And Return of the Jedi. Now I just, I have smartphones, so I just look at the internet and burn my eyes out, my retinas, my poor retinas.
The Imps can have you. There's nothing valuable left. We'll rejoin our comrades at a new base where we're going the offensive.
Have I ever seen an Imperial victory on Yavin 4? I don't think so. I'm curious to see how well we did for joining up at the last moment. Hey, not too bad. Got 17 kills, 4 deaths. And the next map after Yavin 4 is Naboo. The ATTE is definitely going to be on rails. Think about it. They have an artillery class of vehicles in the game. AT-AT's artillery, MTT's artillery, something else is artillery, I can't remember what. Technically, I believe the LAAT and the U-Wing are also classified as artillery, but the ATTE is going to be artillery. what would be great is if it was a new type of artillery where each gunnery position was mannable. So it was a multi-person artillery vehicle. That would be cool. That way it would actually feel like a mobile tactical tank. Which is, I believe that's what it is. It's an all-terrain tactical enforcer. I think. I don't know. Ask George. Hey, look! It's our emblem. The First Order. As it should be. Alright, galactic-scale, give me... sequel trilogy. Not Jakku. No. Give us Takadano's Star Killer base. Ah! It pulled me back! I just left so we wouldn't have to go to Naboo. Naboo's fine, we'll play through it. I don't hate Naboo, I've played it a lot. You have no idea how many times I've played Naboo. I played it at E3. A lot at E3, actually. I played it in Germany. I played it during the beta. I played it during the alpha. I've played it during the full game's release. And many times before that I can't talk about. I might bring back my PTSD. Might trigger my PTSD. How's that? You like those words? Oh, you millennials.
I'm ready to go.
That's weird, it didn't play the intro, you see that?
Landing incursion complete. Wave 2 units commence assault and activate escort programs. Eliminate all troops encountered. Multi-troop transport must arrive at the palace gates intact. Thwart clone ion disruptor attacks.
Hey, you know what's pretty cool? This is actually a different time of day. This is, Naboo at dusk. Naboo at dusklight. Witness the beautiful B-1 battle droids, the B-2 super battle droids, annihilating clone troopers. Kind of looks like a resort planet. I think it is, actually. The real resort world of Star Wars is actually, Cloud City. Cloud City is a mining resort, which is kind of weird. So it's a weird concept. I don't know how you combine the two, but they did. Oh, look at those cute little birds. I like making them dance. Alright, let's focus. We want Leia. Oh, we're not playing as crap. I should have bought Sheev. Oh, damn. You know what? I didn't think about that. Chewie is certainly the most expendable character. Some of them have got to live. Some of the original trilogy characters have got to live. That's what you got to consider. They killed off Han Solo. Harrison Ford wanted to be killed off a couple movies ago. He wanted to go. Who goes next? Is it Luke? Is it Leia? That's dicey. Leia was supposed to live a while. She was supposed to be a big part of 9 as well. I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed. They may be trying to throw us off, but I think they've already said that Leia's going to live through the events of Episode 8. And it would be pretty damn dark if she died during the events of Episode 8. Yeah, that would be super dark. They can't do that. No. No. People would be so pissed. I don't think they're going to kill Chewie. I think Chewie's going to live. I think if anybody's going to die, it's going to be Luke. I don't know if he's going to die in Episode 9 or 8. But what does he have? The director, Rian Johnson, has said that this isn't Luke's story. Mark Hamill has said this isn't Luke's story, this is Rey's story. Hell, it's more Kylo Ren's story than it is Luke. So he's a big part of Episode 8, but he's not the biggest part of Episode 8. He's what people are most excited to see, interestingly enough. But he's not the focus. So I would say if anybody dies, I could see it being Luke Skywalker. I have a feeling whatever they're gonna have him be doing is... it's not gonna last into Episode 9. And if anything, it'll make whatever his plot arc is in Episode 8 more meaningful if he does die. Possibly. Possibly. We'll see. You know what sounds like fun? Let's do the best we can in this match. It sounds like I'm joking, but I'm actually being serious. We don't always do the best we can, but this time, let's do it. Why not? You know what? We're in the faction war. We're fighting as the bad guys. Technically, we're not the First Order, but you know, it's the same spirit of things. Bad guys, bad droids. We're still fighting for a good cause, which is destroying Republic scum. You know what? I think the First Order would team up with the B-1 battle droids. I really think they would. I think they would be a fan of the Separatists. Eventually, Snoke would buy them out because Snoke doesn't share, but Snoke would work with them for a while. They've got a common interest, the destruction of the Republic. It's like if Walmart teamed up with Verizon and Comcast. If Verizon, Comcast, and Walmart teamed up, it would be for the common good of destroying fair wages and a livable world, right? Meanwhile, probably going to Walmart tonight to pick up some groceries. I mean, I'm one of the slaves! I'm not gonna argue that. I'm one of Walmart's slaves. They got cheap prices. I can't fight it. How long will R2-D2 live? Oh, yeah. Yeah. R2-D2 is with, well, where is R2-D2? Is he gonna be... Shit, I think R2-D2 actually went with, R2 went with Rey, BB-8 stayed at the base, right? I need to watch The Force Awakens again. I've watched it many times, like 3 times in theaters, more than that at home, and somehow don't remember what R2-D2 did at the end of the movie. Yeah, you know what? I think R2-D2 dying would just be like, I don't know. It'd be cheesy. It'd be like, why did they do that? That didn't really serve any plot points. It's not making me tear up. It just makes me feel weird. I don't know, maybe some of you guys would tear up at R2 dying. I wouldn't. He's kind of a dick. You know? He actually is. C-3PO's a dick. R2's a dick. They're both dicks together. The real astromech was Obi-Wan's R4. If it was actually R4, I don't know. They all look the same. All astromech droids look the same. They're just a bunch of scrap heaps, right? I was trying really hard to be racist against synthetics. Didn't work. I was trying to channel my inner Fallout 4 playthrough. Actually, we almost sided with the synths in Fallout 4, didn't we? Can't remember. I will be going back to Fallout 4, though. On the 12th, they're releasing the first AAA VR game with room scale. Fallout 4 in room scale VR, December 12th. I've got my lighthouse being fixed right now. I'm really hyped for it. I've been waiting a long time for that. I really have. I can't think of a better game for room scale than Fallout. It's gonna be scary as hell fighting a Deathclaw at 1-to-1 real life scale. Oh man, that's gonna be something. Thank you, Darth Maul. You cannot kill a Sith. But you can kill those Sissy Republic clones! Go Darth! Damn. Nobody somersaults quite like a clone trooper. Yeah, I don't know if R2-D2 was built in a cave, but C-3PO was. He was built in a cave with a box of scraps and a slave for a mother. For a four-year-old boy built C-3PO in a box of caves with a fuck. Jesus, a box of caves with a pile of... Wait, how... Okay, a box... in a cave with a pile of scraps. In a scrap with a pile of caves. There we go. Built C-3PO in a pile of caves with a box of... Jesus, I can't even mess it up correctly. It's actually pretty confusing. It's a good tongue twister. Say it 5 times fast. Built C-3PO in a scrap with a box of caves. Built C-3PO in a scrap with a box of caves. Oh man, 13-player kill streak lost. Just like that. We have 10,000 battle points, so that's nice. We got that going for us. B2? Yeah, why not? Let's go with the B2. What is this? 79 heals per second. That's nice. It's not bad at all. Yeah, you don't need to buy Fallout 4 in VR. I'm almost positive it's a free update if you own Fallout 4. And if it's not, it certainly should be. You know what? I could understand them charging a couple bucks. But, I don't know, VR is so niche, I don't think they should charge it. You already bought the VR headset, you know? I mean, this is a complete overhaul though, so... I could understand if they charged a couple bucks because they did apparently do a lot of work. And I appreciate good craftsmanship, you know?
Have a job.
If it's done well, I'd rather pay for it than have it be free and have it be done poorly. But this is Bethesda. Of course it's gonna work perfectly. There's gonna be no bugs. I mean, just look at their track record, right? Right, definitely. I can't see shit. Oh, I wasted it. Oh! I wasted the entire B2. Oh, I really wanted Darth Maul. Alright, let's just completely break. Oh, man. Fine. Go with Kylo Ren, I guess.
Secure the throne room before reinforcements arrive.
Oh, special time with Grandfather. Yes! Hopefully Han Solo doesn't show up. Hey, Grandpapa, you want to go find a room full of younglings? Some grandfathers and sons, they play catch. But not these two. They slaughter rooms full of toddlers. Ha! That sounds like a fun day out with your pa. Oh shit, where's Vader? Vader? I need your guidance. Oh shit, he's staring at pictures of his wife, isn't he? You killed her at childbirth. You choked her out. You sick son of a bitch. This is actually kind of cool. We got Darth Maul, Kylo Ren, and Darth Vader, and Boba Fett. We had a whole team of heroes. There's no way we can't take the throne room.
For the First Order! Yes!
Look at us breaking the rules. Oh shit. Oh shit. No! Oh man. Did I fuck that up? I thought Vader and Darth Maul and Boba Fett and I were just gonna storm him in there, take them all out, and then they just left me hanging. They bailed. They bail or gone it. They bail or gone. Uds. I used that pun too many times. Anyway, we might be able to earn enough points to get another hero. If we're good. If we play our cards right. Maybe. But I'm not gonna forgive Grandpapa for screwing me like that. You know what? Maybe Darth Vader is Kylo Ren's uncle. That seemed like uncle behavior to me. Oh boy. Yoda? Where you at, little guy? Damn, I actually just killed that clone trooper with a flash grenade. His armor must have been made out of eggshells. God, you know what would be the coolest movie that they could have as an anthology movie for Star Wars? Apparently we're getting a Jabba the Hutt movie, we're already getting a Han Solo movie. We're getting an Obi-Wan movie, which is good, but give us a war movie based around a squad of clone troopers. It doesn't have to be Delta Squad. That would be nice, but it doesn't have to be. Ugh. thought he was dead. Hey, Yoda and Sidious are fighting. Perfect. It's like it's episode 3. Anyway, the squad of clone troopers, have it be something like Lone Survivor, Saving Private Ryan, you know, some mix of that. Maybe a little Black Hawk Down in there. How about it's LAAT Gunship Down? L-A-A-T Gunship Down. That would be wonderful. But I think people really like a movie like that. It would be far different than any other Star Wars movie we've got in the past. Oh my God! Sidious, save me! You know, this is the only nice thing Sidious has ever done in his life. He's actually risking his life to save a little B-1 battle droid right now. Oh my God! He's dead. He's dead! I will avenge you! Defend the bunker! Wait, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh my God. Oh my God. Gah! Gah! I'm playing Tango with Yoda. Oh my God! Turret down, turret down, turret down. Oh shit. Oh shit. Go! I was so close! If he didn't have that healing ability, he would have been toast. But now Darth Maul's gonna finish it off. It's all good. What a lovely day. Sidious's heart grew 3 sizes that day. Okay, maybe not 3. Probably got chopped in half by Yoda's lightsaber, so it grew 2 small sizes? It grew into 2 small pieces. You know, I'm not so sure he had a heart to begin with. It was probably... it's probably just Sith dementia. How old is he? He's got to be ancient. Look at his face. Looks like the Monster Mash. Bad move, dangerous. Ugh. Man, this match is so chaotic. No. No, you know what? No, you know what? I was gonna save up for a hero, but we only have 8 reinforcements left. We're about to lose. So we better not die. We better not pout. And I'm telling you why. Throne Room is about to be lost to the Republic. There's no way to make that rhyme. Jesus! What? That's gotta be a new Yoda. It's gotta be a new Yoda. Gotta be. Maul killed the other one. He must have. No! Go! Ha! That was so close! He's a menace! Oh! Overtime's about to be lost. We fought like hell. Oh my God, overtime's still there. We gotta get up there stat. Please tell me officers can run quickly compared to the other classes. If we just have one B-1 battle droid in that clone room, we will not lose this battle. But with Yoda in there, who knows? Get in there, Iden! Ah! Iden, you bitch! Damn it! Damn it! No!
All units initiate self-destruct. Your mission is a failure.
I feel cheated. I feel cheated by Iden. I'm not saying she had to kill herself. I mean, I think she should now. All she had to do was put a pinky toe in the throne room. That's it. Commando? Iden Versio? No. How about Command Don't? Commandos do a Command Don'ts, and she's a Command Don't who don't do no objectives, apparently. Look at her. Mocking me. I do like her red visor, though. That's pretty sick. It looks pretty cool. I should probably be doing my book report that is due tomorrow. Nathan Millett? I can respect that. It's a good attitude. You know, I share those sentiments. You know, there's a million things I could be doing right now, but... yeah. Honestly, with how many times I say, I could be Canadian. Or a procrastinator. What's the difference? I'm just kidding. Canadians are lovely people. Oh, there aren't any Canadians in the chat room right now. Okay. Which is just as good. What do they do anyway? They have a whole industry dedicated to creating little scrapers that scrape. I lost my joke. Fuck. There's got to be a million Canada jokes, and I couldn't think of one. There was one Canada joke, the best Canada joke I've ever heard. It was on Mystery Science Theater 3000, but that was on what, like 10 years ago? I don't remember that. For years, I remember that joke, but I lost it. I'm searching the deepest recesses of my mind, but I already know the window for the joke's already closed. It wasn't that big of a window in the first place. This is a perfect map for the officer. Oh, wait. Do we have enough kills? Oh. How many kills did we get in the last match? I think we're gonna get that, attachment in this match. And you're gonna see that this is the best gun in the game. No shit, it really is.
Gotcha back. Attention close. Command attack here, CC 2801. And I'm conscripting you into my regiment.
For the honor of our
Vito's
brother!
under attack, and I need every last shiny ready to fight. My boys repelled the first separatist wave. There's more coming. They want to disable clone production, wipe us out, starting with our genetic archive. Take position and do not let that...
You know, this map is really badass. Apparently it's all canon. It's straight out of an episode of the Clone Wars. And the only reason I could see that a movie with clones wouldn't work is because they'd all be voiced by one guy, and average moviegoers would find that weird, if they were the stars anyway. But I have a dream. I have a dream that we're going to be seeing standalone Star Wars movies that aren't the original trilogy. I would be fine with an Old Republic movie, yes. But you know what I want? I want a lone survivor, Saving Private Ryan, clone trooper, gritty war movie. Not a Rogue One heist movie, I mean a war film. A war film about a group of clones, brothers in arms. That would be pretty badass. You know what? I think it would actually be really successful. I think people would love seeing something like that. It would be so different. It'd be like Republic Commando. One of the best Star Wars games there ever was. But in movie form. Really, I think that's the only problem. I think that's the only reason it wouldn't be done is because people would be uncomfortable with just one person, basically, acting out like 5 people. Because I could see where that would get a little strange. But you know what? If you wanna make an omelet, you gotta break a few eggs, and that would be one delicious hell of an omelet. Delta Squad, going deep behind enemy lines during the Battle of Geonosis. How about that? The real heroes of that battle. We get to see Jedi. We could see Mace Windu again. You know, they could put him in some age makeup like they did for Tony Stark in Captain America: Civil War. It would be great. Ewan McGregor, he still looks as old as he was in Episode 2. They wouldn't even need makeup for him. Man, that heavy shield lasted a while. Anyway, I gotta protect this point. How many clones we got in here? 0. Because there's no enemies in there either. Jesus! It's like the droids have mastered the art of server lagging to tilt the battlefield to their advantage.
Got your back.
Favorite clone trooper? Scorch. Scorch. Or Commander Cody. Scorch is from Imperial Commando, if you're the uninitiated. The game still holds up. There's a couple texture packs you can download if you want to make it look really HD, but I would recommend playing it if you haven't played it before, if you're a fan of Star Wars games. It's really a must. Any fan of Star Wars should have already played Republic Commando. And I'm not saying that as a crotchety old man that thinks that his older video games are the best. It's not even that old. But it's really solid, and we don't have a lot of games like it. It's a game that's about clone troopers, and you're playing as clone troopers. It's a single-player game. Well, it's got multiplayer, too, actually. The multiplayer is pretty sick. I played a lot of it back in the day. But, we thought we were going to get a sequel to it with Imperial Commando. Imperial Commando was scrapped, of course. It's a loss. I still mourn it. I kind of thought that the Battlefront 2 campaign was going to be Imperial Commando, actually. I feel like they kind of sold us that it was going to be Imperial Commando, because we got Inferno Squad, a new Spec Ops squad, right? And yeah, well, I can't go into spoilers, but it's not Imperial Commando in the least at all. At all, really. I mean, I understand it's a Battlefront game, it's not an Imperial Commando game, what are they gonna do, but still. I wanted to put a turret in there and blow it up, but too dangerous! Area's too hot. Damn, they only got 20 lives remaining. This is gonna be a loss for the droids. You know what? I think Kashyyyk is after Kamino. Let me check. Let's see. Alright, after Kamino, we've got... Oh, Tatooine. Damn.
You and me.
Yeah. Alright, here's I almost said $1 million idea. That's not accurate. Here's I'm not gonna say $1 billion idea. Here's an idea for many, many monies. Take Republic Commando, remake it in the Frostbite engine, keep all the gameplay mechanics, refine them a little bit, but keep them the same. That's it. Okay? I mean, give us a different story or whatever, yeah. Give us a sequel, but you don't need to make a whole new dynamic. You don't need to redesign the gameplay from the ground up. Take the same concepts, make them for 2017 in Frostbite engine. Give us a sequel, straight sequel. Don't do anything crazy, okay? Keep it single player. Give us some basic multiplayer like we have in Doom or Killzone, and that's it. No upgrades. You find weapons on the maps in multiplayer. No in-game purchases, except for maybe expansion packs, and that's it. Republic Commando 2. There we go. That's all we need. That's all we've ever needed. That's all we've ever wanted. Am I right in saying that's all I've ever wanted? I've missed that game every single day. Bethesda Star Wars game. That would be something. They need a new engine though. But with the Star Wars money, they could make a new engine. That would also mean we'd probably see vehicles in a Bethesda game for the first time. Wait, I think there was a vehicle in Fallout 4. I know that people have modded them in, but ugh, ghastly.
Squad assignment accepted.
Assault force now landing. This cloning facility breeds the troopers who oppose us. You have been specifically programmed to vanquish this biological horror. You must complete your mission before reinforcements arrive. First objective, the genetic archive. Slice its computer and corrupt the contents.
Grenade active.
It's amazing. We've already got B-1 battle droid models. We've already got clone trooper models. If EA could make Republic Commando 2, I think it would be really simple for them to do so. Because they've already got so many beautiful models made. They could just tweak them. Just tweak them a little bit. Make a first-person only, single-player focused game that is Republic Commando 2. Bring over all of the gameplay concepts from the first Republic Commando game and just make a sequel from that. Honestly, I don't see what's so complicated about that. I really don't. It would be something that would sell. People want something like Republic Commando nowadays. And they already have assets they can use. I don't know. I don't think we're ever going to see a... This hurts. But I don't think we're ever going to see a game focus on the prequel trilogy alone. No. I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. Wow, we're already down at 76. Alright, I'm gonna stick with these guys. Mr. B2, I'm with you. Let's go. You look so confused. Is this where the war is? Yeah, B2. Just keep on going. I love how that voice is... It's not anything like the one I just did. Kinda sounds like those voices in Tron. Rectify! Oh, damn! Look at that! The fins on the top of the clone troopers, which I think are useless unless they have some sort of an antenna built in. Anyway, the fins, they're just high enough where I can snipe them, even when they're crouched behind cover. It's very convenient. You know what? Right wing is where it's at. I'm gonna support my boys. I think we have a real chance to push forward here at this position. Look at this, we got 2 officers, we got a B2. We're like a loaded baked potato. Crap! 1 turret's down. My turret's out of commission. That's not good. In a couple seconds, I'll be able to heal my boys. Oh, damn! This is actually getting pretty hairy. Ah! Nice! We almost got to push up thanks to that brave little B-1 battle droid. And it plays another turret's out. You know, we don't even need to push from here. This is a good enough vantage point for us to just protect our other troops coming in from the left side or the middle. Yes! Push! Push, my minions! Ah, crap. We didn't quite lose our ground, but it's getting tricky. Damn. We're starting to slice into the data banks. If we can just keep enough droids on point, we'll be golden. But no, they've already taken it down. Wait, we're back online. Nice. Unfortunately, the entire right wing died, which is my wing. They were my responsibility, but I failed them. Come on, come on. Nice! Objective is almost ours. Sweet! Time to move forward. That's awesome. I love moments like that. That's why I play the game.
We may then proceed toward our ultimate goal.
Meet my new apprentice, Darth Maul. He is far younger and more horny than... Wait, that didn't come out right. He has more horns, but... well... Anyway, he is very horny. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 horns. Can't stand still. Look at him. He's a mess. God, I love Darth Maul. I think he holds the record for the least amount of screen time that a badass character has ever had in a movie. It used to be Boba Fett before he got eaten by that Sarlacc pit, but now it's
Now it's Darth Maul. He didn't even have a single line, did he? Maybe one. Maybe... No, he did speak, but he had like one line and that was it. What a shame. I remember everybody thought that he was going to be an amazing character. And he is, but everyone thought he was going to be incredible before the movie came out, and then... Ah! They just robbed us. Ah! They robbed us blind. Oh, man. Alright, we gotta build up some more battle points because I got wrecked by Yoda. I tried to toss him off the ledge, but I used the wrong bumper. How humiliating.
Initiating offensive.
It's actually a shame. We've got so many Star Wars villains that are not fleshed out at all. Like Darth Maul. Tiny amount of screen time. Introduced and then he's killed. One movie. General Grievous. Introduced and then he's killed. One movie. Count Dooku is the only one that was fleshed out at all. He's pretty cool though. I'd like to see him in the game. Oh damn. At least I'm not suiciding. Alright, rebel scum. I mean, Republic scum! Oh, so close. Interceptors, unfortunately, run out of their blaster bolts extremely quickly. There we go. Jeez, took long enough. That was my fault, though. It's falling too close. I gotta back off. We're about to go down. I'll try spinning. That's a good trick. Alright, Y-Wing. There you are. Oh, I hate it when they go underground. I mean, below the cloning facilities. It's very inconvenient. So easy to lose these things. Guess they're all above ground now. I mean, you get what I mean. There he is. Jeez. Bombers are ridiculously powerful. I've got a pretty good interceptor here. Actually, I have some nice star cards on them, but a bomber... If I start shooting a bomber first, the bomber will still take me down. Because that's just how much damage they deal. I can shoot a bomber more. I can use heat sinks. I can use my laser barrage, my larger blaster bolt cannon. I can shoot missiles at it. I can basically do anything I want to, but if we're both flying at each other in a straight line, it's almost guaranteed the bomber is going to kill you. It's almost assured. That's how powerful they are. Shit, now that was my bad. I was just flying in a straight line, let him kill me. See, I like the sequel trilogy. I mean, the prequel trilogy. I don't think it sucks, but I know that it's got so much potential that's untapped. So much untapped potential. We saw so little of the wars. I like the intrigue. I really appreciate that it's basically all about... I don't even treat it as the Skywalker trilogy. I treat it as the Sheev trilogy. It's all about Palpatine. It's about his rise to power, and you know what? I have a hell of a lot of fun watching that. But they could have done so much more. Honestly, it's not long enough. That's one of the big problems, is that there's just not enough time to deal with all these things. Like, you're not seeing the effects of the war on Coruscant. It feels like Coruscant's unaffected. You saw the effects on Naboo, but that's really it. And you don't see much of the wars. You see Geonosis and you see a little of Utapau, which is cool. But General Grievous, he's a general. You know, we should have seen him generaling, commanding his armies. He's a droid. You know, it shows a little camaraderie between the droids, or how ruthless they are with each other. But I guess that's what the Clone Wars animated series gave us, you know? It gave us a lot of that. It's just it's a shame that it's animated because a lot of people don't give it a chance, including myself. I should have finished it, but I haven't. I don't know why it's so difficult to get into. Look at that. Did you see that? Did you see? I was practically full health, maybe completely full health. I came at him first. I was unloading everything I had. And then he just killed me in like one shot. To be fair, I'm pretty sure it was a missile that blind fired me and happened to hit me, but even if it was lasers, the same thing would have happened, I guarantee it. Which I guess is fine, because in Starfighter Assault it's very balanced, but in a small map like this, in atmospheric combat, they should balance it separately, I believe. Oh god, is that Luke Skywalker? Yeah, it is. He's close, though. He's really close. Oh my god. He's down. Where are my teammates? There they are. Two of them, anyway. We need a lot more than that. It's crazy how close we are to losing. We're hanging out by the skin of our teeth. We don't even have teeth. We're droids. Bones has teeth. We don't have teeth. How creepy would that be? Be one battle droid with just a big whole set of choppers. Like denser sized teeth. Oh man. If I played my cards right, I could have gotten a double kill there.
V1 unit activated.
We got more than enough points for a hero, but no heroes are available. I'm gonna try to do some bombing runs. Hopefully there's no ARC fighters. There are. There's ARC fighters and V-Wings. But that's not my focus here. There's two ways I could support the objective. Either I could be down there, or I could be firing from up here. Both works. As long as I do it right. Alright, not too bad. Unfortunately, it's really hard to see these guys. Sweets! That was a jump trooper. I can't believe that we haven't secured this landing pad yet. Alright, time to get back, boots on the ground. Heroes are still gone.
Roger, roger.
No, Grievous is not a Sith at all. He's trained in all forms of lightsaber combat, but he's not a Sith. Is he? No, he's not a Sith. He can't be. Even though is he technically Dooku's apprentice? I know Dooku trained him, but, I mean, I don't know, something tells me that they wouldn't take General Grievous that seriously. They used him, sure, he was a tactical chess piece, if you will. But he's a cyborg droid thing, they didn't respect him. I'm sure Count Dooku laughed at him behind his back. He's nothing but a little tool. I'd say Darth Maul is probably far more respected than Grievous was. Oh man, 5 health points. Woo! Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Anybody else? Can't believe I survived that. How is this landing pad still contested? You know, I don't think it's been, I don't think, I think it's stayed the same as far as our capture progress the entire time it's been in overtime. This is kind of ridiculous. We need to capture 2 landing pads, right? I think the other one's already captured. I think this is the only one. This is ridiculous how long it's been overtime. It's actually kind of cool. Oh my god. The Wookiees! That's not good. They got 2 Wookiees moving in. We could easily lose right here, right now. Kylo Ren, you better be our ace in the hole, buddy. That's a scary thought. We're depending on Kylo Ren. I would never in my life want to depend on Kylo Ren. Oh, shit. Yeah, how many droids we got? We got some Wookiees. I think we're about to lose the platform. I can't move up. I can't move up. I really can't. Alright, this is our chance. Let's go. Shit. Shit. Pretty sure the Wookiees are the real danger here. Whoa, Yoda? No! Oh, good. It actually worked out. Ha! Damn it! Yeah. I don't know how we haven't lost. They've got a really great stranglehold on that platform. I need a ship. That's how I'm gonna kill Yoda. I need a ship really badly. Screw it. We don't have time for this.
Roger.
Notice how I'm spawning with 4 people at once. We're losing a lot of droids out there. It looks like they've got air supremacy and ground supremacy. Bossk might help out. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Game.
Republic warships landing. How humiliating. A loss to organic life.
Well, it's a shame. We gave it our best shot. I could have done a little better with the objectives, definitely. I don't see any objective score. I think they took away the objective score, which is a shame, but it wouldn't be that high. Hey, look at that. I think we just unlocked our attachment. Great. Can't believe we got first place when the guy on the enemy team, Big McThankies, got 42 kills. Alright, let's see if we can hop in a sequel trilogy match. Also, Blitzed Buddy, who was in the top 5, that's one of our YouTube fan members. He was playing with us, supporting the team. Gotta support the team. Massive is not doing too good, and I guessed it, he lost. I was first place. But no, I should have been holding the objective more than I was. And we did lose. So, half of your premonitions were correct, but I wouldn't seek out a field in psychotherapy or as a guide. What do they call those things? A seer. A seer. I wouldn't be a seer if I were you. That would actually make for a pretty fun TV show idea. A TV show that's based around someone who is... I don't want to play Yavin. Someone who's a seer who only speaks in half-truths. You can pay to see somebody... This is the premise of the show. You can pay to see somebody who will tell you a couple things about your life, and some of them are guaranteed to be true, but you don't know which ones are true. You see these people readjust their lives. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it leads to inadvertent life ending. And you as the viewer, you don't know what's true or what's not true. Probably wouldn't work for a whole show. Maybe a miniseries. Or an episode. I guess we'll stick with the Yavin. Hopefully with the Empire. Okay. Empire, not bad.
Stick together, squad.
Attention, troops. The rebel databanks on Yavin 4 contain priceless intelligence. Lord Vader wants them seized immediately. Most of the rebels fled after destroying the Death Star, but a Special Forces crew remains on site purging files. We'll need to secure the base before they finish. Start by destroying the enemy's turbo laser.
Damn, that's thick!
Explosives
Look
have
at
been
that
provided.
thing! I'm guessing starvation isn't a thing in the Star Wars universe because there's a ridiculous amount of planets with vegetation, with life forms. Hell, I mean, in The Force Awakens we can see that they have some sort of a powder that can make bread. But somehow starvation's still a thing because Rey's like, she's cleaning pieces of scrap with a toothbrush for food. Not for money, for food. How are you gonna have slaves in the future if starvation isn't a thing, I guess, right? What do they need money for?
Stick together, squad.
Oh, I need to equip the attachment. Oh, damn it. I forgot. Plenty of food on this planet, but I don't know if you'd want to drink the water.
Timer set! West turbo laser rigged!
You know what? I'm gonna go for it. Huge risk, but here I go! Oh man, he's stealing my thunder! That's okay, I'll back him up. Man, I was so close. Shit. Okay, now I can equip my attachment.
Don't let them stop you again.
What? Oh, I have to do it in the main menu. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to quit this match. I hate this, but if you have an attachment that you've just unlocked, if you've just unlocked a new weapon, you have to go to the main menu, you have to go to the Challenges tab, and you have to confirm that you've completed the challenge that's complete, and then you get it. Or something. It's stupid. It's really stupid. But, yeah, that's what you have to do. It makes sense for something like credits, but for weapons and for attachments, they should just give it to you. I don't know, maybe I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe there's some sort of engine bug where you can't do that. You have to scroll through all this stuff. There it is. Improved burst fire. I've been waiting a long time for this. I feel like a dick abandoning my fellow Imperials back on Yavin 4, but it's worth it. It's gonna be totally worth it. This gun, it's gonna get us a hero. Multiple heroes. 2, 3 heroes. It's done it before. I actually learned that some people don't like it. It's not like it's OP or anything, but oh, god damn it! They pulled me back! Just when I think I've escaped Yavin 4. Oh. Okay, I'm good. You know what? I got the blurg attachment, improved burst fire. I wish it wasn't Yavin 4. I get this map all the time. But now I'm playing as the Rebellion. Ah, Jesus. It just keeps getting worse. Alright, let's equip that. We've got recoil, reduced, and improved burst. Oh man. I've waited a long time for this moment, my little friend. This is gonna be good.
For the Rebel Lights.
If you haven't played as Officer, I highly recommend it. At least play until you get enough kills where you can unlock the Blurg gun. Alright, unlock. That looks really nice, actually. Look at that. You got a bunch of little Rebel soldiers and pilots working on an X-Wing there. Got some Y-Wings in the hangar. It's like a movie set. Anyway, I'm gonna do the absolute best I can. We joined this match towards the end. That's Bossk, actually, that I almost killed. That shows you the power of the Blurg right there. The power of the Blurg is just as strong as it is in real life. I love Bosk's limp body just hanging over that. I don't even know what it is. It's space trash can. Oh man, I can already tell. Oh, this thing's indomitable. It's a beast. Even heroes! Heroes can't contend with me. Oh, great. Well, match is over, but I can tell this is going to be a great gun. So, this is Yavin 4. After Yavin, Naboo. Ah, Naboo again? This is a problem. This is definitely a problem. So we can't choose what eras we want to play, obviously. And you know what? I don't get frustrated when I'm not streaming, but when I'm streaming, it's... I get frustrated that I have to show you guys the same map over and over and over again. Yavin 4. 4 times. I'm pretty sure we've gotten that map in this live stream. We haven't got Hoth yet, thank God. It's a good map, but we've just seen it so many times. We got the Death Star 2, of course. We got Naboo. We haven't got Tatooine, which is a shock. We got Kamino, which isn't that common, which is nice. We haven't gotten Kashyyyk. We haven't gotten Tagadana. It's a couple rare maps that we never, ever get. Which is really unfortunate. It sucks. Anyway, what is possibly going to be added to the game, which would be great, is a map voting feature. I don't see why they shouldn't add that. I think that it would be wonderful to have a map voting feature. Endor? Fine. We'll play Endor. Hopefully with the Empire. I've actually got a good battle point plan with Endor. Endor's a fun map. If we can get the AT-ST, we can easily get multiple heroes, and those multiple heroes are going to come in handy with the third stage. Of course, we'll only reach the third stage if we do poorly as the Empire, so that's our contingency plan. I'll play some heavy in this match. The thing is, I don't know how the game's built, but I think like how it works is a lot of people find 1 and 2 classes they like, or sometimes even one class that they like, and they stick with it if they do really well, which is kind of what I do. Like for a while I just played heavy. Lately I've been playing officer, but officer, like I can guarantee that we will get like the top 3 spots. Top 4 if I'm not focusing, but officers like guaranteed. We may even get first place. You know, it's like a 50-50 chance we'll get first place, 100% chance we'll be in the top 5.
I'm in formation.
And we'll get a lot of heroes, so it's pluses and minuses. Where are those guys going? Where are you going? 2 speeder bikes. Gone. The battle's this way, guys. Come on. Are those lightning bugs? Oh, that's so cute. Can't kill them. Haven't noticed those lightning bugs before. Anyway, we just unlocked improved burst fire for the Blurg. And we've got reduced recoil. So this is a top-of-the-line gun. I'm going to switch over to heavy in a minute because my goal in this battle right here is to do the absolute best that we can possibly do. I'm going to try to get first place. That's my goal. And I'm gonna get to first place by supporting the team. Gotta support the team. So that means blaster turrets, lending covering fire, souping up our teammates' health whenever we can, and of course, taking down rebel scum. Because we are fighting as the Proto-First Order, the Empire. And of course, the First Order is my faction. Those are my boys. Alright, not bad. We got about 600 battle points. We need to earn at least 3,000 battle points by the time the Rebel Alliance steals our AT-AT Walker. Which we'll be able to do easily. Because once they steal the Walker, we need to get an ATST. And from the ATST, we're going to build up battle points to get a hero if we ever reach the 3rd stage. Hopefully we won't reach the 3rd stage. I think we'll attain an early victory because these dogs, these rebellion rats, they are no chance against the Empire. Oh my goodness! They are wily though. Like roaches. They are resilient. And they are sneaky. It's their one strength. But like roaches, they can be crushed. And the Empire will crush the rebellion with relative ease, thanks to our large helmets. You see the rebellion, they got some pretty big helmets, but the Empire, look at this. Look at this. It looks like I've got a giant wok over my head. That's where it's at. See, I don't even think we have Darth Helmet on the map. We'll have him eventually. Maybe we'll even play as Darth Helmet, but we got a pretty good helmet of our own right now. It's pretty big. The size of the helmet defines the man. And eventually defines the battlefield and who wins. Stormtroopers even have pretty big helmets too. I don't know why I'm not dressed as a stormtrooper. You know, if I was an officer, I would be like, listen, Palpatine, Emperor, sir, I appreciate your very smart uniform that you made us. It looks suspiciously like a Nazi uniform. I have a feeling we may be the baddies. We may be space Nazis, but still, looks very nice, thank you. But, you know, I'm an officer, I'm kind of important. Could I possibly have a helmet? The grunts, the stormtroopers, that you don't give a shit about. We let them die by the droves just for the glory of our empire, but our officers, they don't have any protection. I mean, I got a little chest plate. I got a helmet. That's it. Got a nice belt. That's something, I guess. We're about to be in the rebellion's advancement zone. We gotta fall back fast. Anyway, I really should be experimenting with some of the other classes that don't play as much like Assault, because in 2 days, I believe, once the weekend comes, we're gonna have our first event for our faction war. And that is, of course, getting 50 kills with each class. And 50 kills in each class, it's not exactly the easiest thing to do.
Stick together, squad.
Luckily, you are going to have a few weeks to complete that for your faction, but if you are fighting for the First Order, if you're fighting for the Resistance, I don't care. Do what you want, but if you're fighting for the First Order, my faction, please, try your best to complete these. Is that an Ewok? Oh, disgusting! It's so nasty! Try your best to complete the challenges. I should get bonus points for shooting those things. They're an infestation in an otherwise beautiful world. But yeah, whichever faction wins the most challenges is the faction that eventually is going to attain ultimate victory. There's minor victories that we'll have throughout the month that'll give us different crates with crafting parts and credits, but at the end of the month, all of the victories will be tallied up, and one side will emerge victorious. Obviously, it's going to be the First Order. Obviously. How could the Resistance possibly win? But, you know what? That very statement is their strength. No one expects them to win. No one expected Ewoks to be able to take down ATSTs and AT-ATs. But then you have Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Anyway, I'm not going to underestimate the Resistance, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a First Order victory. Oh my god, it's so hard to navigate this forest. You know what, something tells me that a hover tank would probably be far more effective than something with legs. This planet is absolutely covered with rocks, hills, cliffs. Yeah, this doesn't seem too smart.
Walker at the ravine. Crossing checkpoint 1.
Where are the hover tanks? You know what, Rogue One had hover tanks for the Empire. I'm surprised that we don't have those in the game for the Empire. Can I step on him? I don't think I can. Unfortunately, they removed the ability where you could stomp on people. Which is a damn shame. Oh god. I can barely move this thing. Ugh. There's Luke Skywalker. Oh man! Alright. How bad are we doing? What? What? We're doing much worse than the enemy team, but we're first place in our team. That's a bad sign. I was actually expecting that we were going to be like 8th place, 9th place, something like that. Damn, that was satisfying. 1 shot, 1 kill. Technically it was like 4 shots, but whatever. It's burst fire. Doesn't count. Ah! Still only pulled the trigger once. Oh my god! Luke Skywalker? I thought he was a myth. Isn't there something so scummy about seeing rebels stealing our speeder bikes? Get your own technology. The rebels, they don't have anything. We have AT-STs, we have AT-ATs, we have speeder bikes. I can't think of a single thing the rebels have in the movies. They got the X-Wings. They got the A-Wings, that's it. They got the Y-Wings. They just have Starfighters. We have complete ground supremacy. They're nasty. Nasty thieves and traitors. The whole lot of them. Loathsome, every last one. Speaking of AT-STs, let's get back inside. Yeah, they're stealing everything. Leia and Luke, I'm pretty sure they stole 2 speeders, right? Chewbacca stole an AT-ST. They killed millions of people on space stations. Millions of people that had mothers, fathers, children. The rebellion is sick. They're a sick, sick cause. Not only that, but they brainwashed one of our high-ranking officers to throw down a politician. To throw a politician through a ventilation shaft. He was just an old man. I don't know how you could be so cruel. Can you guys watching this stream actually see what I'm shooting at? Like, aside from the red dots, I can barely see these things myself. They're so tiny. Super hard to see. Oh, there's one. Between the trees. Okay, we gotta watch it. We're about to die. Oh, damn. Nice! I think the AT-RT's been taken out. I can't move that fast! Alright, 5.7. You know what? One more AT-ST. They're gonna be funneled through the gates. This is perfect. Hey, look. There's the Rogue One transport cargo ships. Why can't we have the Rogue One Imperial hover tank in the game? That'd be great. We need more vehicles. Okay. There they are. I knew the AT-ST would work well here. We gotta watch out for the AT-AT, but All the Rebellion forces should be pretty easy to hit. Is the AT-AT shooting us right now? No, he's not shooting us. Someone is. Oh, someone's on top of the AT-AT. I see. Nah, I can't hit him. It's too difficult. Unfortunately, he literally has the high ground, and that actually means something. That high ground that he's got, I should probably bail. That high ground that he has means that I can't effectively hit him. He's got great cover. I better bail. I was actually holding the Xbox button as I died. I didn't earn back the points that I spent. Let's go with the officer.
Present and correct.
If I could make a Star Wars game, what would it be? It would be a single-player RPG that... It wouldn't be like a Bethesda RPG. Wouldn't be like The Witcher. Wouldn't be like Knights of the Republic. It would be like Star Citizen, but single-player. Like a combination of Star Citizen and Mass Effect. Basically, it would be like what you would picture Mass Effect to be if you didn't know what it was and it was explained to you. You had a ship. And you could use that ship to explore the stars. You could go to different planets, interact with different species, learn their culture. I know it sounds like I'm talking about Star Trek, but it would be different from that. It would be like Star Citizen in the sense that you could buy your own ship. You could choose what that ship is. You'd have to fix it up every now and then. It'd probably be a hunk of scrap. At least your first ship would be. You'd have some cargo space, or maybe you would sacrifice that cargo space for weapon ordnance, for missiles or blaster cannons. And you could take that ship to spaceports to soup it up. You know, maybe buy a new hyperdrive. Stop by Watto's junkyard in Tatooine. That's my dream of a Star Wars game. And you know what? Maybe you start to see a war going on if you reach a certain part of the galaxy. You know, you start to see stormtroopers giving you a hard time, rustling up your spacecraft. You actually have your spacecraft searched by NPC stormtroopers. You could shoot them if you wanted to, but you're probably not high enough level to actually take on a squadron of stormtroopers. Anyway, eventually you could kind of get sick of it and you could actually join the rebellion. Now, I don't know how that would work. I would want it to be kind of difficult, you know, like, it's not like there's some sort of a hunt on every planet. It's like, join the rebellion! No. Maybe talk to a few people, you do a few jobs, and then they offer you a place inside of the rebellion.
You will know the power of the
Depending on what you're spec'd out for, you know? Maybe something to do with ships, something to do with repairs, something to do with blasters if you're more of a mercenary role. If that's mainly what they've contracted your work out to do. I think that would be beautiful. That's my dream Star Wars game. That's all the enemy team. Damn. Yep. Enemy team was beasting us. That was one hell of a loss. What comes after Endor? Camino. Oh my god. The same few maps. It's driving me up the wall. Ugh. Honestly, I don't get sick of playing these maps off stream, but on stream, I get really annoyed. I don't know why. It would be my dream if we could just vote on what map comes next. That would be wonderful. I should have just stuck with the maps that we had earlier. Like Naboo. I should have just stuck with Naboo, because after Naboo, we had... Was it Kashyyyk after Naboo? No, it was Hoth, then Takodana, then Kashyyyk. We haven't gotten Takodana once. I'd like Starkiller Base. We haven't gotten Starkiller Base but once in the beginning of the stream. We haven't gotten Tatooine once. There's some things that this game needs. Crates need to be revamped. Map vote needs to be a part of the game. And... Endor. Damn it. No. It would be nothing like No Man's Sky. Well, okay. Yeah, some of the mechanics are like No Man's Sky, but I wouldn't want it to be like No Man's Sky. It wouldn't be just about the exploration. If you wanted to stay on a planet for a long time, you could do so. You know, planets would be large. There wouldn't be a lot of invisible walls, but it wouldn't all be pre-generated. You know, it wouldn't be procedurally generated. It wouldn't be boring. Yeah, a lot of it would be crafted by developers. Intricately crafted by developers. It'd be extremely expensive to make. But you know what? Destiny was expensive. Destiny was like $500 million, I think, development budget. So for Star Wars, they could make it. Most expensive game ever made. That'd be pretty sweet.
We're a team.
The Alliance is making progress. What we have to do
We have a lot of movies coming out in 2018 that are pretty exciting. Han Solo movie, I can't say that's one of them. I really can't. So, right now we're in our first season of DLC for Star Wars Battlefront II. It's the Last Jedi season, which is really exciting. We're 9 days away from the Last Jedi and 8 days away from the Last Jedi DLC, the maps and heroes. Anyway, that's really cool. I'm really excited about the Last Jedi. I can't say the same for the Han Solo film. I'm intrigued. I'm absolutely fascinated as to what it's going to be like. I can't imagine it's going to be any good. The development's been so troubled. Anyway, are we going to be getting DLC for the Han Solo movie? Are we going to get a Han Solo season? A young Han Solo hero? A young Lando hero voiced by Childish Gambino? What's going to be versus? Because right now it's the Resistance versus the First Order. Obviously I chose the First Order. I don't think anybody chose the Resistance. I mean, some of the people in the chat room said that they did, but I think they're just trolling me. I guess you could have Disney versus Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. Or maybe Ron Howard versus Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. Now that would be funny. If they do a Han Solo season, which I hope they don't. Anyway, we've got a lot of Star Wars movies announced. Not a single one of them are outside of the original trilogy, which is very concerning. I'm actually really disappointed. The Star Wars universe is so large, and we limit ourselves to such a small, tiny portion of it that we've seen over and over and over again. I mean, if you're a casual fan, maybe you haven't seen it that much, but I'm a big fan of Star Wars, so I've read it in books, read it in comic books, played it in games, seen it in shows, watched it many times over many different cuts of movies. It's just too much. Give us some more prequel trilogy. Give us some... Hell, give us some standalone sequel trilogy movies. Give us anything. Anyway, 2018 is absolutely packed to the brim. We're getting Avengers Infinity War, Jurassic World 2, the Han Solo movie, of course. We're getting Black Panther. We're getting 50 Shades Freed, 50 Shades of Grey 3. Very exciting. Ready Player 1, Deadpool 2, The Incredibles 2. We're getting a new X-Men movie, which is supposed to be really different. It's the New Mutants. It looks like a horror movie. I don't know if you've seen the trailer, but it's actually pretty crazy. I'm actually excited to see it. Fuck you, lag! Oh my god. We're getting Pacific Rim 2. Well, I wouldn't call it Pacific Rim 2. It's probably going to be entirely different than the first one. Ant-Man 2, Tomb Raider, which is... It's gotta be awful.
Taking control of the Walker Bay.
I don't see how Tomb Raider is going to be anything but a complete mistake. They probably shouldn't have made it. And we're getting Mission Impossible 6. And apparently we're getting Venom. The Sony movie about Venom, but not Spider-Man. And it's starring Tom Hardy as Venom. Wow.
At your side.
Oh yeah, and a new Oceans movie, Oceans 8. And a new Insidious, I mean not Insidious, Jesus, the Conjuring movie. It's part of the Conjuring universe. We're getting The Nun. But we are getting a new Insidious movie as well. And we're getting a Bumblebee movie. Yeah, Transformers Bumblebee. Standalone. It's ridiculous how many movies are coming out in 2018. Enormous amount. And most of them I'm pretty excited for. Or at least interested to see how it plays out. Some people like fantasy football. I like fantasy football version of movies. I'm interested to see how they do financially, critically. It's fun. That's how I have my fun with movies. I watch them, and then I watch how they do. I watch how they perform. I mean, these are things that have hundreds of millions of dollars each invested in them. So,
We have the main computer. One final target.
I don't see why more people don't treat it like fantasy football. Anyway, we've been kind of playing the underdog. I mean, we're actually in first place somehow, even though we've been doing terribly. Okay, there we go. Now we're in third. That's more like it. That's more like it! I should be in third place. Thank you very much. Damn! What was that? Explosive shot? A thermal detonator? Wow. Yoda's 6,000 points. I can't believe it.
My ally is the Force.
Oh my god. You know what? I bet if Yoda wasn't as old as he was, he would have fought in the Galactic Civil War. I mean, he fought for the Wookiees in Kashyyyk. Ki-Adi Mundi was like, what about the Wookiees? What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? And where was Yoda? Immediately he was like, oh shit, you're right, man. I'm gonna go help out my Wookiee bros. And apparently he's good friends with the Wookiees too, which is so cute. I bet he would be good friends with the Ewoks because they're the same size. Is that size racist? Is that sizist? Anyway, yeah, I mean, he kind of is like an Ewok. Shit, maybe if you skin an Ewok, they look like Yoda. Oh, damn! You know what? Maybe that's how they keep Yoda's race hidden. Maybe Yoda's race is just full of little Jedi force-wielding, powerful men, people, things. But they're actually Ewoks. Shaved Ewoks. You see, the Ewoks are too powerful with the Force for their own good. In fact, their bones would break under the power of the Force stored within their bodies. So their hair, it kind of is a way of deflecting the Force away from the bodies. So if you shave all the hair off and you leave something like Yoda underneath, you know, there's nothing there to restrict its power. Unlimited power, you might say. You know what, there is something that sucks about Yoda. I don't think he's underpowered. I think he's a great hero, but he can't hide. He can't hide because his lightsaber is always drawn. Always. It's actually really annoying. All the other heroes, Darth Maul, Rey, Vader, Kylo Ren, Luke, oh my god, I hate this guy. All of them retract their lightsaber when they run, but not Yoda. His lightsaber is so tiny, he doesn't have to retract it, it's not dangerous. But there are a lot of advantages to being someone that's Yoda's size, you know, like, if he loses his lightsaber, it's easy to get a replacement, you know? Just take one off of the kids! Off of the little Padawans in training. Off the younglings. You know, there was actually a deleted scene from, The Revenge of the Sith. After Anakin Skywalker slaughtered the room full of younglings, he said, he talked about how all those lightsabers were a fine addition to his collection, and he put like 20 lightsabers in his robe. Which is why he had to take the robe off when he got on Mustafar. Not because it was too hot to wear a robe on Mustafar, but because he was weighed down from all the little dead kids' lightsabers. Man, rolls are so effective. Get back here! Jesus! Oh my god, look at all those stormtroopers. Dare I? This is gonna be one hell of a risk. But, alright, here we go. There's one. There's two. He was about to shoot our walker. Good thing I was there to intervene. 3. Ah! Alright, let's bail, let's bail. It's taking a little too much damage.
Without anger, I act.
I can handle myself.
Damn. Love Yoda. So much fun. Oh god. Oh god! Two of my favorite heroes in the game are Darth Maul and Yoda. I can't wait for more prequel trilogy heroes. So, our first expansion pack is giving us 2 heroes and 2 maps, and also a Starfighter hero. I'm hoping that this is going to be the same with every season for Star Wars Battlefront II. I don't know how many we're going to get. I'm assuming it's going to be like once every 3 months. I'm hoping once every 2 months, but Grievous is probably going to be the hero after The Last Jedi, and everybody's assuming we're getting Obi-Wan with Grievous. It makes sense. I'm hoping we're getting who powers the map, but I want some Mace Windu. I would love some Mace Windu action. I know that's a lot of lightsaber heroes, because that would be 4 lightsaber heroes if we got like Count Dooku, Mace Windu, because they're both on Geonosis. It would make more sense if we got Jango Fett and Mace Windu, because they fought together on Geonosis, but, you know, we already got Boba Fett. That's so close. I mean, shit, they're clones of each other, you know? Well, Boba Fett's a... you know what I mean. Semantics! But, yeah, Mace Windu is the best duelist in the history of Jedis, apparently, or at least the recent history of Jedis. So that would be pretty cool if we could get him at some point soon. And Count Dooku. Really, what I want is just to be able to reenact all the lightsaber battles and lightsaber duels in the movies. Damn, you know what? I don't know who we would get with Grievous, but Anakin and Obi-Wan on Mustafar, like evil Anakin with his yellow Sith eyes and a super vicious fighting style. That would be so dope. Of course, I'm a little biased because I played the hell out of the Mustafar map in 2005 on Battlefront 2. It was one of my favorites. And it always came up in Galactic Conquest. Always. Alright, so far so good. I'm gonna go behind enemy lines and take down as many stormtroopers as I can. That's how I can help with the objectives. Oh shit! Oh shit! Bossk! Bossk! No! Did I get him? Ah, I didn't get him. That sucks. We did really well though. You don't earn any battle points as a hero practically. It's really pitiful the amount you earn, so... I'm assuming we had a really good kill streak, because we actually earned like 1,000 or something with Yoda. Thank you, Graham Stark. Appreciate that. I'm really enjoying the game, so I'm glad you're enjoying it too. It's such a shame that they had to muck up and screw the pooch when they launched the game. That was really sad. Because you know these artists and the people that developed the gameplay, they didn't have anything to do with those awful business decisions. But they still had to see their game ruined.
They're pounding the walker!
I don't think so. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's about to shoot, he's about to shoot. Ah, yes! Just in the nick of time. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of hostiles. See if we can set a blaster turret down. I have yet to get a kill with a blaster turret. And you know what? I don't think it's ever going to happen. I've always been terrible with turrets in games. Team Fortress, Overwatch. Turrets just aren't my style. I'm never a gadget person in video games. Never.
Trace the rocket. Find the shooter.
It's not that I don't like strategy, I just don't like I never feel like a turret's gonna be effective because it's AI, you know? How effective could it be? Human aim, that's what you want. That's where the real power is. Can I buff this? Oh my god, I can. That's wonderful. Hey, Yoda's back, along with rubber banding. I smell a victory coming. Absolutely shocking, I'm still alive. You know what? I've been killed by plenty of turrets. Maybe I should just keep at it. Nice! This is why I love playing this game. This is a great push we're having right now. Look at this. Oh! Still, we went really deep into the Imperial base, so we only have 15 lives remaining. We gotta move.
Walker's taking a beating!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's lives, not the health of the walker. Yeah, it is lives. Alright, no more deaths. I'm gonna try to supply a little health, but really the only way we're gonna win this thing is by, Wait, no, is that the walker? That is the walker's health. Okay, so let's go hunt down whatever rocket launcher wielding troopers we can find. Looks like the only rocket launcher's on the left side of the map. Still on the right side, but there's an ATST, a little too dangerous for my taste.
I know what I'm doing.
I'm gonna head after the left rocket launcher and see if we can keep it safe. I'm pretty sure my goal at the beginning of this match was to get first place. So let's do it. The only way you're gonna get first place is by playing the objective and getting a hell of a lot of kills. Which is easier said than done. Damn.
She's ready to assault the inner compound.
That was a nice throw by Vader.
Soldiers, prepare to attack.
Sweets! We're moving inside. I almost chose Leia because it would be long-range combat within the Imperial grounds, but if we're going inside,
The end of the Empire.
which we are, we want close quarters combat. And Luke is perfect for that. Yoda's perfect. Darth Vader, really every lightsaber hero is perfect. And Bossk. Bossk is also great with close quarters combat. Leia not so much. Looks like a raven here. So many flashing lights. You know how terrifying it would be to fight in the Clone Wars, or even in the Galactic Civil War? I mean, it's terrifying enough fighting in real life with bullets, but these are blaster bolts. They can blind you. They can burn out your retinas. Every single blaster bolt would be like a flashbang in real life. Oh, great. So the problem is I gotta find an opening. Yoda, he's powerful, but he doesn't have infinite health. If I can't find an opening, I'm either gonna die trying to get an opening, or I'm not gonna be able to support my team, and I'm just gonna have to hang back here and bide my time. This is always the trickiest part of the match. Alright, once enough people push forward... Oh, beautiful, I got a shield up. This is my chance. Let's go! Jesus. Jesus. No! No! What'd I tell you? It's really, really dangerous. Any officers around? No, I could use some healing, though. Crap. We're melting reinforcements awfully fast. You know what I'm gonna do? Alright, this is gonna be a risk, but it could pay off. I'm gonna go dart straight past all the Imperial forces, hopefully unseen. I'm gonna let Luke Skywalker be my distraction, and I'm gonna go to the back of the room. Oh my god, they blinded me! The rebellion blinded me! Thank God. Alright, Luke, I'm gonna back you up, man. To the back. They're not gonna expect it. It's a trap! Excellent. Excellent. Whoa, where'd that Death Trooper go? Oh, there he is.
This will bring a quick end to things. Over here, I am.
Damn, 12 lives remaining. This is going to be a close match.
Same as always.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Thank goodness. The old Death Trooper used to have a thermal imploder. If he still had one, I would have already been dead. Oh my god. If you're being pursued by Yoda, roll. He's got a short lightsaber, he doesn't have a long reach like most Jedi. Luke has a long reach, but he doesn't. Anyway, rolling is extremely effective against Yoda. Extremely effective.
Are you offering me a job?
Highly recommend it.
So much trouble am I?
We had to bail. I'm about to die. Oh shit, we're in overtime. Sweet!
The game is about to be ours. Keep pushing.
Normally, I'm 100% on the side of the Empire, but I'm actually kind of getting into this. Holy crap, look at all those troopers! Oh my god! Yoda, you beautiful son of a bitch! Yoda's like a one-man Cirque du Soleil. I've never seen so many spins in my life. Little twirls and
We've
flips.
locked down the base. The enemy has nowhere to run. Andor will sleep well tonight.
That was a damn good match. That was a hell of a lot of fun. Yoda was the MVP. Yoda is the reason we just got 660 credits in that match. And first place. Hey, 52 kills. And that's all humans, no AI. That was actually better than my Kashyyyk match yesterday where I got 70 kills, but only 50 were human. And we made a lot of progress with Yoda as well. And unlocked a new gun. Actually, no, we unlocked auto-cooling, which is great. Sweet! Yeah, I think the Death Trooper should have a different loadout. He shouldn't have a heavy machine gun. Well, heavy laser blaster. He should have a DMR. They're Spec Ops. He should have a DMR. I guess his grenade makes sense, but they're deadly, so I think he should have a DMR. Right now he's got the heavy-hitting blaster and the Spec Ops grenade. I think he should have a Spec Ops gun and a heavy-hitting grenade. I think that's what should be reversed. I don't think he should have a LMG. No. He should have a souped-up A2ADC, in my opinion. Or a sniper rifle. Like a bolt-action type of a sniper rifle. Anyway, yeah, I'm actually looking to stream Rainbow Six Siege soon because I've got a new setup, and it was kind of hell live streaming Rainbow Six Siege on my monitor from PS4 in the capture card window that I had. Because I used to play on the capture card preview window, which is really difficult to do. It was unpleasant. Anyway, I got a new setup. I should have done this a long time ago, but whatever. I was taking my time renovating. But it's renovated, and yeah, Rainbow Six Siege soon. So look forward to that. And this weekend, we got some really special live streams coming for Star Wars Battlefront II because the faction war is going to be building up.
And the First Order will crush the Resistance. Like the bugs they are. All systems will bow to the First Order.
And look at this. Eradicate this scum. Defeat 50 enemies with each trooper class. I already got 50 with Officer many times over, so now I gotta get 50 with the rest. I didn't realize this was already active. But, yeah, we got a little bit of time to complete this. We got 41 days left in this season to complete it, so... Anyway, I'm gonna work on that, but thank you guys for joining me for this live stream of Star Wars Battlefront II, The Last Jedi, faction war. I hope you join me for the weekend live streams where the faction war is going to be ramping up into full intensity, and about a week from now for The Last Jedi DLC, where we're going to actually fight the battles of the movies before the movie's released. In any case, thank you guys for joining me for this. I gotta give my voice a rest because it's cold out. I don't have my humidifier running and it's actually kind of hurting, but I had a lot of fun. I had a hell of a lot of fun. I'm sorry I couldn't have played with you. Actually, some of you guys found a way to join me. I don't know how you did that, but you're probably wizards. In any case, I will be finding a way to invite you guys more easily so we can play together in the future, but I really like hanging out with you. So, I will be live streaming again soon. Probably before the weekend, but almost certainly before the weekend actually, but definitely on the weekend as well. In any case, thank you for joining me for this live stream, and until next time, may the Force be with you. Always. Join the First Order. Do yourselves a favor, get with the winning team.